Hello. I am wearing the same sweatshirt as yesterday, but that's okay because that's what sweatshirts are made for.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
How are
everybody.
we? Happy. Not Friday. I almost said it was Friday. It's not Friday.
It
Yesterday was Friday.
it really has felt like it's been like the back foot of every day. Like
I
every
know, right?
like Thursdays felt like Wednesday, Fridays felt like Thursday. It's just
That's probably what's gonna happen next week because I took off on Friday of next week, because that's the last day before we're closed for 2 weeks. So I just like used my last of my sick leave that I'm taking off on Friday. Um, so like it's gonna feel weird because like normally my last day of my work week is I physically go into the office, so I'm in person. So like I'll be remote on Thursday, so it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel really weird. So perhaps a longer Mass Effect stream on Thursday. That might be what's in the cards. To kick off my vacation. Also, hello, Julie. Hello, Kelly Jelly. Hello, hello.
I love that name.
Yeah, it is a fun name. It is a fun name, especially because like the E's are three instead of
Yeah.
like an E, so it's even more cool and unique.
Keely,
Um,
Keely.
yeah. To keep warm. Yes, hoodies are to keep warm. It's very cold in my apartment. To not only like keep my electric costs down, but also to keep my electric costs down. I have a candle lit next to me. This one's smelling flavor, if you will, is sugared shortbread. Smells really nice in here. Meanwhile, my kitchen smells like bacon. So we have a very interesting dichotomy of smells going on in my household. Um, so yes, sweatshirt to keep warm. It's one of my merch sweatshirts. Mentally, I'm here chilling out under my desk, or it's Ryland chilling out under my desk. You can find it on my fourth wall store if you're interested.
I actually like
He's just
that.
chilling. Yeah, he's just chilling. Wait, have you seen it yet, Grant?
No, this is the first time I'm seeing it.
Okay, I will. Let me switch on over. Do I have an image? I know I have an image because I definitely showed on stream before. Um, Let me not move the image folder. Let me not do that. That sounds like a bad idea. Um, this one I want. Look at this one. Okay, so I'll showcase it on the other screen here. Let me scroll up in chat real quick. So this is the image that is on the sweatshirt. That is on the
Ah.
screen. Dying of a plague, but on brighter news, I got a massive tool chest. Fun. We love that for you. I am not handy at all. I don't do those things. I was making rice. What did I miss? Nothing, Colk. We're just talking about how my apartment is cold and how I have a candle and how I have a 4-day work week next week.
Mm.
That's it. That is the thing. Oh, Kelly Jelly was taken. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Um uh let's see. Let's Find Larry is a Where's Waldo inspired horror game. Short but very good. Oh, it's a horror game. Oh, that's interesting.
I
Okay.
like the idea of a Where's Waldo horror game, actually. And I'm not surprised it's short. Most horror games are kind of short. It's hard to make a long
True.
term horror game without it being, like, cringy.
Yeah, or like if you have the money behind it, like
True.
Resident Evil or something. Well, not to say that you can't have like a longer horror game that's not like an indie game. It just becomes like a little bit harder to do so,
Yeah.
without it becoming like the same sequence like over and over and over again.
Can't remember
But
the
yeah, I
name
did
of.
put the below is the suggest a game form. So if you'd like to suggest a game for me to play, you're more than welcome to. It's the boy. It's the boy. It's
Here
Ryland the
comes the
boy.
boy.
Um. Let me find. Oh, Let's Find Larry's good. Saw a couple of people play, but it's made by the same dev of Night of the Consumers. I have not heard of that either.
Yeah.
Again, I don't play a lot of horror games. I don't watch a lot of horror games being played unless if it's like John Wolfe, but John Wolfe has like kind of like moved away from playing horror games, which is like, hey, if that's what he wants to do, fine by me. I am enjoying his debunking of like ghost videos that he's been doing. It's been pretty cool. You have a gaming PC, but the desk has no screens, and you're playing on a Switch. No. So this is the This is the meme, okay? So this boy right here is Ryland, my actual beloved. As Susie put in the chat, the command for Ryland. Also, hello, Mira, welcome. Good to have you. How are you? Ryland is my Detroit Become Human OC, not of me, so it's not like, yes, I do self-project onto him, but like, he's not like me in this unit, in Detroit Become Human. So the lore is that he likes to hide out under my desk here. He likes to hide out under my desk, and just chill and vibe. And he's a huge video game nerd. There's more lore, that you could discover about him by using !Rye lore into the chat, to find out more bits and pieces about his lore. But he is just chilling out under here playing on a Switch, with Alma and Eggy and Pickles, with some socks because he loves socks. A chocolate bar because he is a chocolate gremlin, with the text saying mentally I'm here, because mentally I am a gremlin under my desk playing video games all day and ignoring adult responsibilities. That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
I love the text of mentally I'm here.
He's just your husband. No, he's not my husband. He's actually in a poly relationship with Miriam, who is Susie the Nose's Detroit Become Human OC, and with Connor 60. So the one of the androids in Detroit Become Human. So not my husband. No. The ring still gets me every time I see it. Oh yeah, he has like a little ring on his finger because 60 gave them rings, because they're not technically married, but they're together. Hi Mary, hello. How are you? And Olivia, thank you for the lyric. Go eat your foods. Go eat your nom noms. But yeah, that's the boy. That's the boy. Itsy Bitsy Batsy Spider, who is a friend of the channel, made the art for this. So !Spider in the chat will get you her links if you want to check out more of her work. And I did send her a reference of my actual PC, so this is like what my my RAM sticks look like. She did a really, really good job with like the coloring and the RGB lighting. Hi Avocado, welcome. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna flip back here. But yeah, that's the art. You can grab him on my Fourth Wall store along with Eggy merch as well. And the Alma plush, yes, that you kind of half named, Mary. But yeah, like, I'm always open to, if you have questions about the lore of Ryland, feel free to ask. I'm completely okay with it, because he my boy. But there are, like, just ! I forgot what I was saying, but that's fine. So except I told them not to not light up. Rainbows in my peripheral vision are distracting me. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. The thing with my PC, with how it's set up, which I cannot show you because cameras. So the lights actually go that way and not this way. So like I don't see them. Like I see them on the fans on the front, but I don't see like the entire PC lighting up, just the fans on the front. Meanwhile, on my desk, I have a light up keyboard and a light up microphone. I actually have the mic on. Currently one of my coworkers is very invested in building her own keyboard. And I'm like, go down that rabbit hole. You deserve it. Ooh, making 3D printery stuff. Ooh, what are you making? I've always been interested in learning more about 3D printing, but like have never had like proper avenues to do so. Wait, show them duckies? Susie, what are you talking about? I'm really confused. Ooh, dice towers, that sounds like a lot of fun. I see those pretty often at cons around here. Like people make like custom dice towers and stuff. I have like a couple 3D printed things like over here. Like I have a 3D printed dragon. And again, I did not make these. I just bought them at conventions. 3D printed dragon is right here, and then up here is a 3D printed dolphin, and then at work I have a 3D printed snail and then a 3D printed panda, like little like panda that my friend got for me at the same con that I went to with her. Rubber ducky keycaps for keyboards. I don't have the link readily available, Susie, to do that. I would have to dig through our messages to find it. My friend is currently trying to fix up some mods for Lethal Company because their newest update broke the mods we were using. Oh no. What mods what mods do people use for Lethal Company? Like I've seen like some playthrough of the game, but not like a whole lot.
Probably a variety, honestly.
I mean, like, mods for Baldur's Gate make sense. I don't know what you would mod in Lethal Company. That's the thing.
Could
like,
change what the monsters look like. Some of the sounds, maybe.
I don't know. Mary, you're the expert here. Also, thank you for the follow. Connor RK800Z, thank you for the follow. You get a complimentary squeak of Squeakums. They're at. I usually don't do the squeakies before the start or during the starting student screen or BRB screens because the microphone is not set to be on those scenes. So, and also so you understand what the fuck I'm doing with it. So you get a complimentary squeak. Thank you for following, much appreciated. Just amused by the ladder falling on people makes a bonk sound. We're using more company, which allows for more players in a lobby, as well as a mod for suit colors. She was using a reserved flashlight spot that was a host-only mod, and we were trying to get a shotgun mod to work. Ah, interesting.
I'm surprised that they have a limited amount of people that can play in one game.
I mean, I don't know. It could just be like how the game, like how they make that. Maybe that's how they just want the game to be played as. But like, yeah. Hi Amber, thank you for the check-in and have a good lurk. Much appreciate you. I haven't seen Lethal Company, but I'm hearing quite a bit about it lately. Sounds like a spin on Among Us in a way, from my understanding. So like as I said, it's not a spin-off, but like in a way, like from what I've seen, I think I saw Piemaker play a little bit. It's like you and like a crew of like 3 other people, so almost like Phasmophobia. You're being contracted by your employer to go into these locations and to, like, find loot. But you have to avoid the monsters, essentially, in a way. A lobby-based murder game, but no one in your party is doing the murders.
Yeah, it's a bunch of monsters and creatures.
It's like RNG monsters. Random number generator monsters. So, yes. Monsters, not murder. Yes.
Yeah. The way I think of it is it's kind of like Among Us, but if you put, like, the back rooms into it.
Almost, in a way, but, like, you're expected... Mary gave us a definition. Love you. You basically have to meet a quota by collecting garbage laying around a map while trying not to die. Nowhere is safe, and Cthulhu is very hungry for garbage.
He wants your garbage.
The horse? Oh, no. How could you?
Cthulhu comes out. I'm the garbage man. I take your garbage and I throw it all over the ring.
I've never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I know that's where it's from.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny DeVito.
He's pretty funny. His wife was in another show.
Oh, interesting. Wait, what? What, Susie? Unlurk, I'm a liar. Oops, not dinner yet. It's okay, Olivia. We'll forgive you this time. Hi, Jesse. Welcome. Good to have you. And you're so close to 100 cheeses. Look at you. So yeah, tonight we are playing some... We are continuing in our journey. Grant, someone needs that voice this game. Maybe one of the jury members, because we do have a lot of similar voices on the jury.
If I could find somebody, yeah, sure, so I could do Danny DeVito.
The cop.
Maybe I could try doing that. He doesn't talk much. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, but we could find someone. I'm sure we can. I'm very sure we can.
If not this case, then the next one.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me, Connor.
Soupy! Oh my goodness, Soupy! A Soupy Ray!
Soupy doopy.
Yeah, it's Soupy Doopy. Oh my goodness, Soupy! Can we get a shout out for Soupy, please? I was just in your stream, my friend. Hello. How was Call of Duty Modern Warfare? There's soup everywhere. Hi, yo, welcome. Good to have you. For any of those friendos coming in on over on that raid, hi. My name's Erin Gray. I use they, she pronouns. I am a queer bi streamer here on Twitch. And tonight we are playing some great Ace Attorney Chronicles with the lovely Grant, who is helping voice act because there's a lot of voices in this game and I cannot do them all by myself. I play other games. What?
I said I'm just happy to be here.
What have you learned from your stream? Don't start talking about cars when one of us is here. Hi, Cyber LP. Welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. Hello, hello. What were you all up to on Soupy's stream in Modern Warfare? Was that your first playthrough? Was that your, 10th playthrough? Because, I totally get it. Me with, Cyberpunk, probably. To be fair, I was the one who started that topic. And for my friends coming in over on that stream, if you want to tell me, one thing that you loved about Soupy's stream today, that would mean a lot to me. First time on stream, but I've played it before. Gotcha. It looked interesting. I've never actually seen playthrough of any Call of Duty game before, so it was actually interesting to, pop in and see, really what the game is and not my perception of the game. Which sounds kind of bad in a way. So fun, got my butt kicked so dang hard. Were you playing on, a harder difficulty, or, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've never played. Soupy stream today, I love the discussion about cars. Oh, goodness. Talking about, how bad people are at driving in games, because that's me. Hardened difficulty, gotcha. Okay. I'm sure you can get it, Soupy, though. I'm very sure you can. Hi, Sammy. Welcome. Happy to have you. So, yes, I play a variety of games here on, oh, no, we're just car nerds? Okay, that's fair. I am not. My dad does all my maintenance to my car, hence why I have to drive back up to New Jersey, 2 times a year for him to do maintenance to it, just to keep it up and running. But I am not a car nerd. But I appreciate those who are, because it makes no sense to me.
I agree. Nope. I'm unfortunately not a car nerd either, but I appreciate those that are.
I can appreciate a good-looking car, though. I live next to a major road, in my complex, and I, late at night, especially on the weekends, I will hear, people, with, tripped-out cars, drive by, because they have, the really amplified, engines and mufflers and stuff, to really, show, oh, yeah, my car go vroom. It's simple. There is this thing called an engine. I understand what that is. I understand that. My dad made my car a little bit more sporty. Because, I despise people like that. Oh, no, Coke. Yeah, especially, when it's, quiet. It's 11 p.m. at night. The theoretical snow is falling. The theoretical snow is on the ground because we haven't gotten snow in Virginia for as long as I lived here. And then you just hear, it's literally all is calm, all is right, or whatever the fucking lyrics of Silent Night are. And then you just hear a loud car go by. It's bro, I was trying to enjoy the peace of it all. Side note, I really do hope we get snow this year. I would love snow. Prepare yourself when we get into fuel compression tolerance. Yeah, I have no idea. I work in higher education. I'm an academic advisor, so I know nothing. That as I would say to somebody, that is above my pay grade. Very above my pay grade. But yeah, some other games we've been playing on stream include Alan Wake, which is our current Monday game. Sundays we're finishing Hellblade: Senua Sacrifice tomorrow night. So that has been a really interesting game to play because of the topics it discusses and covers. And then Thursdays have been playing Mass Effect 1, which these are all new games to me. I tend to play a lot of new games I've never played before on stream, unless if it's a multiplayer game like Overwatch, Fall Guys, something like that, where it's I've played multiple times, or you play, the more you play it, it's not technically a campaign or anything. Yolf, thank you for the check-in as well as Kolk. Thank you. Yolf, you're also close to 100 cheeses. Look at you. But we are also close to our follower goal of 1,100. My goal is to hit 1,100 by the end of this year, which I think we could do it. We're 4 away. I think it can be done. If not,
Exciting times ahead.
Then
Everyone hydrated?
I will be sad, but it's okay. Thank you for the water, Redeem. Thank you. And the stretch Redeem. So, everyone, make sure you drink your waters, and that you stretch. I would be the complete opposite though. I hear cart, and my head just turns the direction from where I hear it. Then it could be a wall there. Brain don't care. And, it gets bad if you could tell what engine it is from the sound. I have a couple friends who can do that. Not me though. I can't. Hear a loud engine, I want to see where it's coming from. Can't often identify the car by its sound. The cam thing was completely spontaneous. I loved it. As long as you're comfortable showing your face. Like, I enjoyed seeing it. It was really cool seeing your face, but only keep it on if you're comfortable with it. And it wasn't necessarily a surprise when I came to stream, because I did see your go live announcement saying that you had a camera. So I was technically not surprised when I came in. Makeup on just a bit.
Welcome to 189.16, The Scream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Aided Placebo, thank you for the follow. Much appreciate you, friend. You get a complimentary rat squeak of Squeakums. So beware if you have pets, they might draw attention.
Cat. Just a cat attacking the monitor.
Perhaps. Lipstick and eyebrow stuff, haha, no foundation. No, that's fair. I mean, I don't even know if you could tell on camera, but I don't wear makeup. Makeup just makes my skin itch like no tomorrow. My skin's already very oily and greasy, so like makeup just makes it worse. And like, as I learned when I did color guard for my senior year in high school, for indoor guard, my eyes spaz the fuck out whenever you try to put like any sort of eye makeup on. So it's, even if I wanted to wear just eyeliner, I cannot. My eyes said no. Never played D&D, have wanted to for over a decade. I've played, Grant and I like did like something of like D&D for like a hot minute and a half with Mary many moons ago, which now seems like another lifetime ago at this point. But it was like all a homebrew campaign. It wasn't really like anything like traditional, I guess. But like, I don't think I would like D&D unless if it's like a homebrew spinoff, because I do not like medieval climates. It's not a climate. Medieval environment. I more prefer like cyberpunk, sci-fi, futuristic. So it would have to be like using D&D elements, but in like a futuristic setting. Yeah.
I have a bunch of different systems that isn't D&D.
I miss
I do
D&D
too,
sessions. Yeah, they were fun. I just do not have brain space for it anymore. Unfortunately. I say foundation for cosplay stuff, and I only ever use eyeliner after I applied eye drops. I've never used eye drops. Never used eye drops in my life. But that is just me.
There is Cyberpunk Red. That system, I actually looked at it, is different.
As long as I can play it stupidly. I mean, that's fair.
I think as long as you're having fun, then it should, like, as long as you are having fun with your friends and the DM, then however you use your, whatever system you use, that's how you use it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for fun. I do know that there are rules lawyers. Like, I know a guy that is, like, very strict about the wording for the system. And I used to know a guy that was very, like, rules lawyery with power gaming, which I understood. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as long as you're all having fun.
Yeah. Hi, Aided Placebo, welcome. I can't do eye drops without my eyes quivering more than I did when giving presentations in school. No, that's fair. That's probably why I could never wear contacts, because the idea of just putting something in my eyeball is just like a hell no for me, dog. But yes, Soupy or anyone coming in over on that raid, if you do need to go take care of yourself, please go do that, because that is most important. You're welcome to stay, but if you're tired, hungry, need to go to the bathroom, go do all those things, you're always welcome back. But if you do need to hop off for the night, because I know it is late TM in your time zone, specifically to Soupy, because I know roughly the time zone you're in. So it's super late. Thanks, Yo, for the raid. Aw, thank you, Yo. Much appreciate you. Is Prop Hunt the only medieval setting allowed? Yes, and Plague Tale. That's it. It's only 1 a.m. It's fine. Oh yeah, Susie is like also in the same boat, but she's like almost midnight in her time zone. I wore contacts for a year and the start was rough, but I got used to it quick, but eye drops, nope, never get used to them. Fair enough. I love to play D&D as a wise old man who can often figure out the right solutions to problems or identify weak points, but with wisdom comes such old age to the point he loses his train of thought. So each round I have to roll a d20, and if it's under 4, my character has to randomly wander off or shits himself and loses his turn to clean up. Oh god. That is how I like to play it. That's
penny on the ground! Ooh, another penny! Ooh, more penny! Just follows the line of penny.
Thanks, Jill. Thanks, Grant. Bye, Soupy. Much appreciate you. If you're not following Soupy, please go give Soupy a follow. Soupy is wonderful and such a pleasure to have here. And again, thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Alright, so we need to do the things. We need to do the things. So we need to do a game recap. So, y'all came in at a wonderful time because we can get you all caught up on, like, what the fuck is happening in this game while I share my screen with Grant. So, what is happening in Great Ace Attorney? So, we are an attorney, and we are great, and we're an ace. The end. That's it. That's the entire plot of this game. So, we are in the third trial of the second game. Part 3 of this trial. The TLDR of the trial is that our client, Professor Hairbrain, it has been accused of murdering this aristocratic but also like evil criminal underworld dude. So we basically have to prove that he obviously didn't do it, but we have to prove that his entire experiment that he was doing was fake and how it was faked, and to also prove like who actually committed the crime. So that's kind of what we're doing. We now have the engineer who built the contraption on the stand, and we're basically questioning him on why work, how work.
It doesn't help that the machine was blown up.
Yeah, he also blew up the machine, but no one wants to believe he blew up the machine, even though we know he blew up the machine.
He very rarely seemed to admit it.
It's fine. What? Go ahead.
I said he basically admitted it whenever we caught him, that whenever I think Gregson told him that they were going to find out about his machine, and he basically said, well, what machine? Essentially,
what machine
it blew up. Yeah. I don't know the exact wording, but that's essentially his...
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. But yeah, that's basically it. And again, like, since I know, like, some of you might be coming in and out of this trial, feel free to ask questions on, like, what is happening. I always encourage that. But, like, you don't have to know what is happening to enjoy just being here and our silly voices and our silly antics and Lord Von Zeeks being Lord Von Zeeks in all of his glory, because we love that man so very much. Speaking of, there he is on the screen! I love him so much. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling over him now.
Do you want me to say this line? I don't know if I said it.
Yeah, because I don't remember if we you probably did voice him. Oh yeah, and now the apprentice is here. And
we believe he's Cosma.
And we think it's Cosma, who died in like the first game, who we think is alive, and it's...
Sholmes told us he was dead.
Yeah, Sholmes told us he was dead, so Sholmes is now dead to us. We're mad at
The
him.
bastard.
Oh, hello, Von
absolute
Zeeks, Waves fan. Hey, Incog, how are you?
Oh, it's Von Zeeks.
Oh my
So nice to see you again.
Oh my god, can I have an autograph? Alright.
In short, the possibility of Mr. Dreber having done as you suggest is nil.
Drebber is the engineer.
The German engineer.
No, German engineer, that's the scientist.
Oh, yeah,
You
you're
gave
right.
Enoch a more robotic voice because he moves like a fucking janky ass robot who needs some WD-40 on his
You're
limbs.
right. I made
Like-
mistakes.
No, it's fine. If you want to give him a more German flair, you're more than welcome to.
I don't.
Yeah, there he be in all of
Yeah.
his glory.
I'm totally automaton.
Enoch has a robot arm, so robotic works for him. I think that's what Grant was going for on purpose.
I was trying to. Once I saw his movements, I was like, yeah, he's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
because he
love
tumbled
this.
out of the safe
Yeah.
and then did like a little shimmy, and then
Robot
like
dance.
asserted in a position, and like Grant was like acting like everything was fine. I'm like, no, what the fuck is this shit? And you diagnosed him with sick dance moves.
He had sick dance moves. Like, you can't. Of everything he's ever done, even if he's like killed somebody, he has sick dance moves.
True. All right.
So it seems the defense's assertion was somewhat wide of the mark. Lord Von Zeeks, you will submit the contract as evidence, please.
Interpretive dance out of a safe. Man's got that 1900s break dancing. Yeah, he's ready for the turn of the century.
He just like says, he just like dances while saying, "Don't be suspicious," trying to get out the door.
Don't be
Be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
And then Gregson just grabs him like, "Where are you going?"
All right, Drebber's contract. The contract between Mr. Asman and Mr. Drebber detailing the terms of by which they would profit from the kinesis experiment. And we're dying. It's fine. All right, let me actually look at this contract.
Yeah, the wording might be different.
Okay, terms of investment. The investor, Mr. Odie Asman, hereby enters into contract with the provider, Mr. Enoch Drebber, to fund labor and materials for the construction of a super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine. Mr. Drebber is to receive 30% of all remunerations from government grants or other income. Mr. Drebber may only uphold this right on condition that both contracting parties are alive.
I'm gonna look up remunerations. Money paid for work or service. Okay, I've never heard that term.
Hi, Frosty. How are you? Isn't it old-timey etiquette to take off your hat indoors? The audience has all their hats on. It's considered disrespectful, I believe. I think if you were of higher status, that rule didn't apply. Yeah, as most things do for people of higher status. So yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe they just assume the shadow hiding their faces is enough to not care.
Yes. I think I learned of remunerations back when I studied business, but I couldn't tell you what it meant anymore. I mean, I can always ask my business students, but I am not emailing them on a Saturday night. No, thank you.
I just went to go look up the definition. That was what it was: money paid for service, work or service.
Yeah. So like, so we are still under the impression that Drebber is dead, but I think he's alive. I still think
mean
he's
Asman?
alive.
I mean Asman, right?
Asman, yeah, I still think Asman's alive.
Right.
Because like, I think I have been under this impression, I think like almost since the very beginning of this case, that this entire thing was a ruse. Asman.
Yeah, that has been the joke.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
an ass of a man.
I think this entire thing was a ruse and a hoax to maybe Asman had just been acquitted from a prior trial, so he's trying to escape the Reaper of the Bailey, who would probably kill him, because that is the curse of the Reaper. So I think he was trying to fake his death so he could avoid the Reaper, but still come out alive on the end of it. Because there's a trap door underneath the stage, and we haven't yet seen what goes down the trapdoor, so I think he's still alive. I strongly think he's still alive. This man needs some milk. Reno's about to have a fucking breakdown. Yeah, he does this, like, every time, though. Oh, no! I didn't want to scroll. Stupid mouse. Sorry, when a lot of chat is happening, not like I'm telling y'all to stop talking. It's just, I scroll over here, and then it fucks up things over here. As I drink the milk Runo needs. Runo wants to go back home. Runo regretting asking to return to the world of law. Yes. He couldn't have done it. And in any case, I have no idea what his motive might have been. Oh, I forgot Susato's also here. I forgot about that.
She got in at the last trial,
Yeah.
so she helped us with investigation.
Mm-hmm. There is one aspect of your argument that still holds true, however. There were 2 bird cages. The prosecution is unable to deny that. Ah. So I'm sure you're on the right lines, Mr. Naruhodo. And I have no doubt there are other aspects of your assertion that are undeniable truths too. Susato jump scare.
Well, it would seem that the defense has no rejoinder to offer.
It is funny how you think you can beat me.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh god, not this shit again.
Well, I must say, I'm a little surprised. I came here to testify about the machine I built, and instead my reputation is defiled.
Uh-huh. Although I will say the shirt, his undershirt though, is a really, really nice dark purple. That's a really nice color.
I wore it every time I went to dig up graves.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. He's like somehow connected to the professor serial killer case, like from many moons ago. So that's also a thing.
Rumors were that this guy was there when the professor rose from the grave or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm starting to doubt if he's this much of a liar. But the prosecution's counter has set the record straight, I think. It's impossible that I'm the culprit.
Objection!
Unless I'm not motivated by money.
Well, no shit, sir. Sir, either way, the machine you built was exploded, so what reputation? The only thing Enoch's missing is some beep boops at this point. Now with that creepy ass smile, plus stop smiling.
Beep boop, Trevor, go burr.
Lurk, code red alert, it's dinner time. I'm not lying, this is not a drill. Olivia, I appreciate you so much. Go have a good dinner, I hope it's well.
Go have all the cheese.
At the beginning of this trial, we believed that there was only 1 birdcage. Yet now we know there must have been 2. In other words, there was more to the demonstration than we realized at first. Trevor, please stop staring at me.
Clockwork noises.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, as Junkrat would say from Overwatch 2, my beloved. I think it's abundantly clear that the same applies to the culprit.
Get to the point.
He's so needy. Calm down.
You can't tease me like this.
It's a miracle this man didn't end up a clockmaker. Okay, but like, did he actually make Strongheart's office inside the clock tower?
I was
though?
gonna say, how do we know he wasn't instrumental
Yeah, how
in
do we know
making
he
that clock
wasn't a
tower?
clockmaker though? Von Caesar.
The sir bouncing across the screen is hilarious.
The stage demonstration was constructed and set up in its entirety by you, Mr. Drebber. Therefore, it's inconceivable that you had no hand in the events that transpired. That's such a funny emote.
It is. It's great.
It's from the Deckart Games Twitch channel. It's so good. They have one for Sir and then one for Ma'am, because there's Brian and Amelia. But we mostly say Sir more often. Can we make bets on that wine bottle going flying any second?
I mean, is it really a bet if
Susie,
you know what's going to happen?
You are a moderator. You can make a prediction. You can do that. We don't do predictions often here, but you can do a prediction. Sirs use a lot more from Brian's shenanigans. That is very true. Like how today he was playing GTA 5 and he somehow like flipped a car over like a highway bypass and got away from the cops without any problem. And we're all sitting there like, sir, how? How did you do that? Dude, Susie, I have points burning a hole in me pocket. Makes me wonder how much money Von Zieks blows on wine bottles. He really did a triple flip across floating bridge things? Yeah. Susie, I can also do the prediction if you want me to. Wait, can I from over here? No, I have to go into Twitch to make a prediction. Damn it.
God.
Dang. Oh no, she's got it. Will Sir's bottle go yeet? Thank you, Suze. And this will be, so vote now. Vote now on your phones. You don't have much time.
It's his favorite brew, the Reaper Special.
I wish I can predict. I'm not allowed. Yeah, streamers can't cast a prediction.
Oh, I can cast a custom
1K?
amount.
You'll bet 1K.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I don't even remember exactly when he throws bottles exactly. Hey, that's fine. That's totally fine. Oh, I'm loving these odds. These are so great. 100K. That was Yolf, Susie. That was Yolf. Yolf said he had points to burn, so here we are.
He has way more points than I do, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, so our prediction stands. 28 stab wounds. 28 of you, or 28% of you, think that the wine bottle will go yeet. No, it's 20% of the points predicted. While 72% of you, which is basically one person, Yolfador, thinks no, the wine bottle will not go yeet.
Not fly.
Not all. It's still got almost 20k left. It's fine. Well, it's totally going yeet. All right. So, and we're setting this prediction as, like, it's got to be after this, like, sometime during this sequence is when he's going to eat the wine bottle.
Oh, I may be fucked then.
Yeah. That's one parameter we didn't actually put on, but that's okay. Because that's what Susie said initially. It was, like, after, like, sometime after Rinosuke makes this, argument is when it's going to go flying.
Right, okay.
So let's say any time between now and, like, the next, like, testimony. How does that sound? Between now and the next section of testimony.
Sure.
Because I don't know if there's a next testimony.
The next thing is, with the jury, apparently.
Okay, so we'll say the jury, maybe. Yeah. Whatever seems more natural, I guess. As, like, a good, like the transition to a next section. Let's say that. Transition to next section.
It shouldn't be that long until the jurors. We'll have to see how Von Zieks responds. I've got money on this, Von Zieks!
Just say and I shall reward points. Okay, Susie, I got you. Thank you. Either the bottle is going flying or a glass is getting crushed. True, true. So if circumstances means it impossible that you could have carried out the crime yourself. It points to the fact that someone else was involved.
Someone else? Counsel, are you suggesting an accomplice?
Yes, my lord. Mr. Drebber had an accomplice.
Objection!
Objection.
An accomplice now. Well then, I presume you're prepared for what's to come. Now that you're accusing not only this witness, but someone else of the most serious of crimes. If these accusations turns out to be false, then make no mistake. The prosecution will demand an equally serious and
Oh, you cut out at the end there.
punishment for your slander.
To be fair, it was the first time tonight, though, your voice cut out. To be fair.
Yeah.
The poor gloves, I know. I think Von Zieg's gloves are leather, probably high quality leather too. I think they'll last many glass crushings. No, Susie, that's not the problem with with crushing the glass. It's because there's the red wine in the glass that's going to soak into the white leather gloves. That is the problem that Julie is pointing out.
Hey, I can't tell if he like has someone that's like that cleans them just very thoroughly, or if he just has
him?
like the gloves. Whenever he breaks
The way you said that, it was like he had someone who like personally showers and bathes him.
That'd be his apprentice, right? That'd be consummate.
He told me to not let you out of my sight. I guess it is exactly what I am doing.
Oh, fuck. Julie, thank you for the lyric. Much appreciate you. His gloves have to be A, be glass proof, and B, stain resistant. Yeah. He coats his gloves in hydrophobic oil or some shit, yes. This man has some liquid resistant gloves. Now he's got a little worker under the stand who washes his gloves as Bruno's talking clearly. Where do I sign up, Susie?
You cannot sign. You just do. Well, counsel, do you intend to pursue this cause and formally accuse another party in this matter?
What do I do here? At the moment, this is a little more than a hunch on my part. I don't know for sure if Drebber had an accomplice or even if he really is the culprit here. No, Bruno, we know what he did.
He's really a robot, and Breber isn't actually here.
I know what you're doing. One way or another, though, I have to make my position clear as a lawyer. So what's my stance going to be? Did Drebber have an accomplice or not? We're gonna name the accomplice, right?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
The defense is ready to name Mr. Drebber's accomplice. Somehow, the two bird cages must have been switched. Everything points to that. Yet, according to the coroner's report, that's not the possibility.
You know what I'm starting to
But
think,
fuck
actually?
the coroner's report! We don't trust the fucking coroner, though.
Right. I think, here's the thing. I think the coroner didn't lie about, like, things with the body exactly.
Let me look at the coroner's report. Here's the autopsy. Okay. Hemorrhage of a wound to the chest that pierced the heart inflicted by a sharp implement. A broken vertebra most likely resulting from impact after a sudden fall from considerable height.
So here's my thing.
Okay.
I think that he did... Let's say, for example, that there was supposed to be... Okay, so he's got to have been on the stage, right?
Have a good look, avocado.
Because the mannequin couldn't have replaced that with him actually, like, walking around and getting on.
Yeah,
and
I
being
think the
lashed.
mannequin
Was the one in the tower.
was the one in the... So, that fell from the balloon.
Yes. But I think that in between him falling in the machine to his death, possibly having someone there to even stab him to make sure he died, because he didn't die from the fall, then later switched out the mannequin with his actual body. Because there was a time where they couldn't immediately get to his body where the mannequin was, because of where it was. But if they had the mannequin, whenever it fell, maybe perhaps the person that was there to go look at it switched out the mannequin with the real body.
I don't know. I still think that, like, the mannequin was the body that they examined. Like, that's my interpretation. Like, that this, like, I'm still going under the whole thing that, like,
You think he's
Asmon's
still
alive.
Yeah, I know.
This
but
was
I
a
don't think he
whole
is.
hoax to, like, escape from everything, and this was just to fake his death, and that's why it's so elaborate, and that's why he agreed to be the participant.
I think that he got fucking duped. I think that he thought he was going to get some money. That's the reason why he made the contract the way it was. I think that he was going to originally have the mannequin take his place, and that it wasn't going to cause the issue that it did. But that he got duped by Threber and whoever he's working with basically being the Reaper of the Bailey to get back at him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what killed him.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because we both have different theories, which I think is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally I think, like, we're pretty, like, together on a case.
Yep.
I think. So this is the first time, like, I think we have, like, basically similar ideas, but, like, different outcomes in a way.
Mm.
Okay. But that inconsistency itself is a clue.
Counsel,
Yes? My lord.
you have received a stark warning already if you are nevertheless determined. Then I must now ask you to identify this alleged accomplice by name. So, your answer, please. Who do you claim has been Trevor's accomplice?
Mr. Sholmes!
Hello. Yes, I was the one that actually made the machine. Thank you.
Alright, let me just look to see who we all have here.
It was the boy.
It was the
He
doesn't even have
He
a
was
name.
behind it all along. The little bastard.
Ah, my dear fellows, you dare accuse me? Yes, sir, yes, we accuse Sholmes of many things, because this man lied to us. Why you fucking lying?
Look, the difference
Why
is
you
that
always
between me
lying?
lying to murder and me lying that someone was murdered, there's a difference.
Okay. I believe the answer is Odie Aswin.
Nope.
It's not. Okay. Then my second answer is Courtney Scythe.
Yep.
Interesting!
It would be
person
weird-
who wrote the coroner's report. Interesting!
And somebody that was there to switch out the bodies.
Interesting!
I would like to point out it would be weird for Asmund to be an accomplice in murder.
Interesting.
True.
Because we're still
But, like,
going
I
on
don't
a lot
think he
doing murder.
died. That's why
I know.
I was thinking Asmund, because, like, I don't think he died. But I can also understand Courtney as well. Because that's why she was my second guess.
Yep.
Take that!
The
The
thing is,
name-
if we get Courtney, that's gonna be pissing off Strongheart a lot.
Yup. Because Courtney's his right-hand man. Right-hand
she's-
woman.
And she's also part of that team that he's trying to get to that
Yup.
convention.
Mm-hmm. The name of the person in question is...
What's wrong, my Nepalese friend?
You are interrupting me, sir. Stop it. This is gonna take a complete twist, yeah.
Surely fear does not bind your tongue now. It's a little too late for that.
Stop interrupting me, sir.
No,
Of course,
I
I'm
like to see
afraid.
you squirm.
After all, naming her in this capacity is definitely going to make waves. A lot of waves. Could very well turn every single person in this courtroom against me. I'm sure it'll be alright, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you, Mrs. Sato. The enemy always appears larger than life, but you'll appear exactly the same to the enemy.
Are you
Alright
sure?
then, here it goes.
You've kept us waiting long enough. Your answer, counsel. Now.
The person who colluded with Mr. Drebber in order to carry out this wicked crime is Scotland Yard's coroner, Dr. Courtney Scythe.
Mr. Courtney.
Mr. Dr. Courtney Scythe. Bitch, you interrupted. He was about to say it. Stir, stop flirting.
What in place are you talking about? Dr. Scythe? The head of the forensic investigation team and the coroner who conducted the autopsy on the victim.
We know there are 2 bird cages, so who could have carried out the switch to complete the illusion? The quote-unquote accident happened in front of a huge crowd of spectators, and the area was immediately sealed off. Then everyone, police officers included, were banished to make way for the forensic investigation team. When else could the switch have occurred? It can only have been in that team's presence. Oh, he mad. He pouting.
How dare you slander my possible sister?
Yeah. They're fucking related, I'm telling you. That's Her Royal Majesty Sir, Madam, Mr. Dr. Scythe to you.
Mr. Dr. Sir, Madam, Mr. Dr. Scythe
Oh
to
god,
you.
it's like back in college with our band director. We would always like call him like Mr. Dr. Professor last name. It was the funniest shit ever. Because he wasn't he didn't have his doctorate yet, but then once he did, because like we would always call him Professor, but then eventually it like turned into like a Mr. Colonel, Dr. Professor, Your Highness, Your Royalty, last name. Like,
Yeah.
It's essential that the court determines exactly what happened following the incident. The defense demands that Miss Dr. Scythe be summoned to the witness stand at once to testify. Oh, they jibber jabber.
I'm the trash man.
Same.
You got nerve, kid. Lad, stay up there tracking the yard's name through the mud.
I didn't mean to.
I know the woman very well. There's no better dead room worker out here.
Fucking perfect, Grant.
How dare you call her a criminal?
Come on, just yeet the wine bottle already.
My learned friend imaginations. I've just accepted I'm probably losing this one. My learned friend imagination appears to be wilder than the East End at night.
Why is he just waving his gun on the bench? Because he's a
half
Scotland
American.
Yard officer, and they said he could. He's allowed.
He's old enough that he doesn't care.
Yeah, that too.
But the recklessness of your accusation aside, there's another grave problem with your argument.
I was expecting him to eat the bottle when Runo said the name, not gonna lie, Sam.
I was too, I'm sad. One which the prosecution demands you address at once.
A grave problem? Oh my word.
Who do you claim acted as the victim's doppelganger?
Disappointed!
Well, we already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, it's the mannequin.
Certainly if the bird cage containing the body of the victim was exchanged for nothing.
Ya mom.
Your mama.
I have you know that my mother is nothing like asthma. That cage must have also have contained a body.
And yet, no missing persons or accidental deaths of anyone even remotely resembling the victim has been reported. Which means there was no one, dead or alive, who could have fulfilled the role of body double for Mr. Asman.
Ugh, that's true. If my argument is that there were 2 bird cages, then there must also have been 1 person inside each. There's a reason for that, sir. You can't kill it. It's not alive. I don't know if I've got an answer to this yet. Have I? Yes, we do. What can I do to reveal how this body stunt was achieved?
evidence?
Yeah, it's evidence.
Name someone. I
Yeah, the mannequin. The
The
wax figure, yeah, it's not a mannequin, it's the wax figure. Very well. The defense will address my learned friend's concerns. 'Concerns. 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 ' by presenting evidence that reveals the true nature of Mr. Asmon's body double.
Good gracious, evidence? I do hope this isn't villainous, friend counsel. The court is expecting a name.
Not judge. If you think you have relevant evidence, present it now.
The body double and the birdcage were hiding inside the balloon that was floating above the stage, which means that any witnesses would have seen them from 60 feet away. So who was in it? Who was it that appeared out of the explosion some 18 meters above the spectators? Name the 10-year-old! I named Sholmes! Aha! The body double inside the second birdcage was... Do we show the waxwork head?
Yeah.
Take that!
I named the rich kid who loves balloons. We know the victim, Mr. Asmon, was in the birdcage that was situated inside the kinesis machine on stage, and therefore he couldn't have been inside the second birdcage. Instead, that contained something else. What's been described as the body double, which is what fell from the sky and crashed in the Crystal Tower.
Yes, counsel, according to your somewhat elaborate version of events.
Such a weird thing to have in his pocket, though, OMG.
It was in Susie's kimono.
Yes. And that body double inside the second birdcage was, in fact... It's alright, Mr. Naruhodo. You're ready for this. Just steel yourself and come out with it. I'm gay.
Just don't
Court
think of.
said.
Just don't look at Von Zeke's rock hard abs. Quick, picture him in his underwear. Oh my god, he's hot.
As I was saying, the body double inside the second birdcage was... Oh no, he's hot! Runa Von Zeeks, will you go out with me? Please?
No.
And unbelievable as it may seem, that thing there, when did this get here? When did
They
they bring this into the court? I am so confused. When the fuck did this get here?
Has this just been here the whole time?
And the judge is like wondering, like, why is this shit sitting in my courtroom?
I thought this was some leftover from child clean up. This is actually part of our case. Who brought it in? Why did no one tell me about it? I was going to ask, but we started getting into this, so I forgot about it.
Oh my god.
I thought it was just gonna be the head and not the entire
Not the
fucking
entire
display.
body. And the tomb that he's in. Oh my god.
What does the fucking lady that owns the place think whenever they just took this
Yeah,
out?
what is Suspel's thinking right now?
Suspel's-
Dave was standing there menacingly.
They just teleported it in? Like,
I guess so. Or Sholmes
XCOM
dropped it down
style?
from the ceiling, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Jones was like setting it up this whole time. I just gotta place it here and here. There you go, Runa. I got you.
And then Runa was like, I'm still mad at you, by the way. This is not going to forgive your mistakes that you have made. Iris threatened her with her gun.
You're gonna give me that display for Runa, or I'm gonna shoot up this place.
As unbelievable as it may seem, that thing there.
Whoa, what the fuck is that thing?
I've got to be honest. It's got to be PTSD for Drebber.
And maybe Von Zeeks, because if he knows that's the
Also.
waxwork figure that is supposed to be of the professor that killed his brother.
I don't think he actually knows, because when we told him, like, that there was a display for the professor, when we were talking to him, he seemed surprised.
Man, speechless. Throw the bottle!
Open your eyes and look into mine.
my Napoleon's friend.
Stop flirting with Bruno. Stop flirting with him, please.
I will do what I like. I am Von Zeke.
Damn, bro. Ask him out already, sir.
I already have one boy toy. Why would I want a second one?
That's so fucking cheesy.
Now, tell me.
Does this coat make my ass look fat?
Does these pants make my ass look big? What are you playing at?
All right, this is when we'll
Oh.
stop to take our break.
He might think that we're doing this specifically to.
Sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
He might think we're doing this specifically to mess with him.
Yeah.
Because if he does know that that's the professor, and we know about his past, especially now after we talked to him, before that thing blew up, then yeah, he's going to.
He might think we're fucking with him. Yeah.
Yeah. So he. Well, Zeeks, I swear we're not fucking with you.
We're not. This is what the evidence says. Hi, Ellie. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're gonna take Von Zeeks. We promise we're not. No, we're not.
To be fair, he has been having criminals that make fake evidence all the time. So.
True. Who is the hooded and masked dude next to Von Zeeks? So that is his apprentice.
Appointed by Strongheart.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just making sure I'm saving the right spot here. So that is his apprentice, who is appointed by Lord Strongheart, who is like the chief justices, the higher powers that be, if you will, in this land of the courts and systems and whatnot. We are theorizing that his apprentice, who refuses to take their mask off, is our friend Kazuma, who died on voyage from Japan to England. That Mr. Sholmes told us he was dead, but we think he's alive and is in disguise as this apprentice. I know that all reason flies out the window in Ace Attorney, but still, a masked and hooded cloak in a courtyard? I mean, yeah, all reason. Yeah, I think it's for a grand reveal. We think it's for a grand reveal, probably in the next case or something. I mean, some asshole was waving a gun around a minute ago. True, Cole, true.
It's gonna be real awkward if it's not Kazuma.
Yeah, it's gonna be real awkward because Sasato has said some things to him.
I'm gonna have to apologize to Sholmes, and I'm not gonna like that.
We're not fucking with you yet. The brain has been spicy today. I'm sorry to hear that, Ellie. We're sending much love, whatever you need in this moment. Oh my god, my hair is doing
What does that mean?
stupid things. And I went courtroom. What the fuck were my fingers doing? No, you're fine. You're fine. But we're gonna take our 5-minute break, so don't forget to grab some more water, grab a snack, stand up and stretch a little bit, move around, use the bathroom, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to keep going and see if Heath yeets the wine bottle out the window, and we'll see you soon. Hello, welcome back from your breakies, and I appreciate you all doing the soup meme in my Twitch chat.
This is funny meme.
It is a funny meme. So we're going to keep going with Great Ace Attorney. I want to just remind of the stream schedule for the next week. So Sunday, so tomorrow, we will be finishing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. So there will be a sticker giveaway going on tomorrow night. Monday is going to be Chapter 2 of Alan Wake 1. Thursday, we're going to be continuing on with Mass Effect. And then next Saturday, we'll be back here playing it, probably starting, I would hope starting Chapter 4. Or case number 4 of this game. I would think
Fingers
so.
crossed.
Maybe. We'll see. Because you said part 3 of this trial was the last part.
No.
No?
Yeah, we have part 4.
There's a part... Oh, Jesus.
But the part
fucking
3 isn't that.
Christ.
But the part 3 isn't that.
Oh, part 3 isn't that long. Okay.
Yeah. We're
There
getting
will
pretty
also
close to the
be.
end.
Huh?
We're getting relatively close to the end of part 3.
Okay, I would imagine it's after all this stuff that happens. And as a reminder, so not tomorrow Sunday, but the next Sunday we'll be doing our end of year recap and also a trivia night of all the games that we played this year. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be come as you go, and you can come and leave whenever you want. It's just gonna be some fun times. It's gonna be fun vibes. I'm really excited to do that. I've been planning it for months to do this, so I'm really excited. All right. I would have replied to Grant with that last one, but I didn't want you to think I was being rude. No, I understood exactly what y'all were doing.
Yeah, I get you. I would if you said the end of the blamed you. That's just how the meme goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Stand firm now, Rinosuke. It's the time to show your Japanese spirit. As the court will observe, this is a waxwork model. Oh god,
No.
no.
He is losing it.
He's nervous. Oh no. It's a very good meme, gets me every time. A model, in fact, of an infamous London murderer from 10 years ago, the Professor.
Objection.
Throw the wine bottle. Throw the wine bottle.
You started by indicating the leader of the forensic investigation team as an accomplice in this crime. And now you've moved on to indicting Waxworks?
Yes. Yes, that's about the size of it.
But why? And why this waxwork?
And this is when Sholmes is gonna swing in from a chandelier and be like, because I am the reason.
The chandelier. The chandelier.
It looks nothing like the victim. In fact, it could hardly resemble him.
Please, Yul's 100k is on the line and it's hilarious.
What possible justification can you give?
If you want to know why, you just ask Mr. Trevor. No! No! You're supposed to do the explaining. You are the lawyer. Come on.
Ask Trevor. Trevor.
Oh wait, he's sweating.
Does not compute what you mean,
Oh,
bitch.
shit, he's sweating.
It's your job.
Oh shit, are we gonna get the tea from Von Zeeks? I don't know if we'll get tea today. Like, during this trial. Has he ever thrown the wine bottle so far while having the apprentice besides him?
I don't think so, actually. He's had the apprentice actually, like, pick it up and, like, fill it for him, and that was it.
Yeah, but maybe he might throw it. Who knows?
If it turns out that the apprentice throws it for him,
That's actually gonna be... That counts. That counts.
Does
that
it?
absolutely
Okay.
counts.
Yes.
Yes.
In my mind, I was just thinking, like, what if he just grabs and throws it for him? It's like, that doesn't count. It's like, what?
No, that counts. That absolutely counts. No, it's someone else's turn with the spiking ball. I would lose my shit.
That would be funny. They have a speaking ball that they have to give each other food talk because they keep interrupting each other.
Alright, so I have the talking ball.
I had the talking wine
Yes.
bottle.
they walk into there, and the judge, like, picks up the wine bottle.
I have the talking bottle. What?
Just days before Professor Harebrain performed his public demonstration, Mr. Trevor abducted this model from Madame Tussauds.
Did you say abducted? Does that count? Is that not theft?
Oh, do you like the PE colorful bean bags they give you to throw when you're 5? Yes, exactly. Or little pom-pom balls too, those also count. Yo, gym class was like a time and a half when you're like in elementary school. Loved gym class then. So much fun.
I always loved the rainbow parachute.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Always fun time. And 2 days after the incident at the Great Exhibition, he returned it to the museum.
Then the timing.
Is this true, Mr. Trevor?
I missed the parachute. So I hated running over my fingies with the stupid square scooter things and those stinky pennies. Yeah. I remember when I was at my first elementary school, we had something called Safety Town. So we, like, the gym was converted into, like, this mini town of, like cardboard boxes and, like, prop items and stuff. And, like, we as the students, we would drive around on the scooters and, like, pretend and practice, like almost like car and pedestrian safety while like on these scooters. It was so much fun. I remember we would all go through the fake McDonald's drive-thru and just order burgers with their like the little pom-pom balls, and we would pretend to eat them while we were driving. It was fun. It was so much fun. And when it let us ride around on the scooters meant to move towers of crates around. Yeah.
You guys sounds like you had a lot funner PE classes than I did.
I love that video of the kid not paying attention and then they get dragged under the parachute. I'll have 2 number 9s. Yes, exactly.
2 number 9s. Number 9 large.
At first I couldn't see why Mr. Drebber would have stolen the waxwork and then given it back again. But now the reason is clear. He took it so that he could put it inside the second birdcage as a body double for Mr. Asman.
Objection!
Objection.
Please throw it!
Are you hearing this, ladies and gentlemen? Are you hearing the defense's astonishing proposal?
I just want him to throw it. I just want him to throw it.
Throw the bottle!
My class did dinosaur. Be free. Play Freebird. We literally made a conga line meant to represent a T-Rex, and we charged up and down the hall roaring during older classes recess time. Oh, that sounds so much fun. It just awoke a memory of me eating paper Mackies in preschool because I wanted it to be real Mackies. Oh no, Susie. Oh no. The desire is too strong. Yes, we heard it, bro.
That the witness fabricated this vast machine with the intention of deceiving wretched sign. Well, no, he did it so that he could kill Asman.
Yes.
The guy was just the byproduct. They did so in collusion with the country's finest corners on a public stage in front of. Because the British government has never done anything wrong or shady.
No, not at all. Never. Did y'all do leprechaun traps for St. Patrick's Day in elementary school, or was that just a weird thing at my school? I'm not sure. You would have, like, describe what y'all did, and then maybe I might remember. I don't remember.
And that to effect the deception, he used the waxwork model, in no way resembling the victim. Are we willing to believe this far-fetched tale? What do you decide?
And then everyone in the jury is gonna be like, no, except for, like, the cop guy who's like, I believe it.
He's like, nah,
yeah,
I've gotten away with some dirt.
It.
I've gotten away with some shit. I can
It
imagine
didn't have to
the
be
magician would.
My fucking guy. It didn't have to, my fucking guy. Our teacher liked to dress up as a leprechaun. He also liked to pretend there was a monster in the art closet to keep kids out of the art supplies in a fun way. Oh, interesting. We made a little traps out of, like, shoebox, and then overnight the teachers left little green glittery footprints and gold chocolate coins to show that they visit. Oh! No, we didn't do that, but that's really cool.
Objection!
No, Bruno!
Bruno,
sweetie,
this
it's
is
okay.
not the time!
It's okay. Wait, yes, if you put it like that, of course it sounds implausible.
My lord.
Oh, yes, this
That
guy.
was actually him.
Edward.
I need to speak, if you please.
Go ahead, Squidward.
He's no longer Mr. Foreman, he's Squidward.
Myself and my colleagues have reached an agreement.
When? Y'all weren't talking
when
with
you
each
were
other. Are you
setting
just
up-
passing notes?
When you were setting up the fucking dummy, I guess.
Oh yeah, there was a very long dramatic pause while they were setting up the dummy. That's when they were able to do it.
Little did we know it was like a 2-hour interval.
Oh god, a 2-hour recess? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good in that case. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings for the court date now.
Hey little, how are you doing? What's going on? I'm so late. No, you're completely fine. You're completely fine. So TLDR, we're in the middle of getting towards the end of this trial. Basically, our client has been accused of murdering, this guy named Mr. Odie Asman, but we're basically trying to prove that that was not possible, that he's actually innocent by debunking that his science experiment is fake, and that it was faked from the beginning, and that the engineer who built the machine was the one behind creating this illusion and killing the victim. So we're basically trying to convince the court that that is what's happening. Phoenix Wright, technically yes, this is in the Phoenix Wright universe, but it is not Phoenix Wright. This is the predecessor of Phoenix Wright, Rinosuke Naruhodo.
It's supposed to take a few generations before the events of the actual Phoenix Wright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So still within the universe, so like it's still pretty quirky and whatnot.
The game gets a little quirky at night.
A little quirky at times, where they bring in wax models at fucking who knows when into the courtroom, and they're just magically there.
They just set waxworks up inside
and
the
we
courtroom.
throw wine bottles because when you're the prosecutor, Lord Von Zeeks, you just have that right in that privilege. How do you collect one hunk of cheese? Because everyone starts at 0. Everyone starts at 0. I can't make it start at 1, unfortunately. So, you just have to, like, you get to check in once per stream. So, like, more times you hear, the more times you get to check in, the more cheese you acquire. It's just a fun way to, like, have, like, let people, like, do the things without, like, having, like, a first and a second, because it can get pretty competitive, and not everyone can be here right away. So I don't want to penalize people who can't be here instantly. 0 is the new 1. Yes, and we all have to start somewhere. Exactly. The predecessor Phoenix left. Phoenix East. Methinks the machine failed at math, I guess. I mean, there might be a way to have it start at 1. I just did not want to try to do that. And now that it's implemented, like, I don't want to try to go back and like, fuck with it and possibly, like, ruin everyone's numbers that they've already collected.
Reset them back to 0.
Yeah, reset them back to 0. So yeah, so technically, like, the amount of times you check in is +1. But as of right now, like, yeah, it just starts at 0. Because it has to clock that you're actually doing it and participating in it. So that's just how that works, unfortunately. But I work so hard for my 123 cheeses you have. You'll never take my cheese alive. Never.
You'll never take my cheese alive.
1,
Your
2, 3
cheese
cheeses. I love
stash.
that. You should keep it like that, Susie.
Chat, what is, so y'all get to hoard your own type of cheese. What cheese flavor or type are you hoarding?
Cheese flavor.
Yeah. How about on a pretzel? Ooh. Melted cheese, but like what type of cheese? Like Monterey Jack,
American.
Colby, American, Swiss, Taco Bell cheese. Hey, that's valid.
Taco Bell?
Pepper Jack. Okay. Ada Placebo, also thank you for the check-in. Appreciate you very much. Borzen or maybe Havarti. Ooh, okay. Pecorino Romano, Munster or Mozzi. Melted. Okay, Susie's not gonna specify. Okay. Susie's like, I refuse to answer that question. Not until my lawyer is present. Alright. Okay, you state your learnings for the court now. So, but yeah, Little, if you have, or anyone else, if you have questions on what's happening, please feel free to ask them. We'll be happy to explain, because We know coming in to a trial, especially when we're this late, especially this late into the game, into the series, can be a bit daunting, but feel free to ask questions if you have any. We'll be happy to explain as much as we can.
We're gonna have to impose that old law, aren't we?
Susie declares cheese is cheese. Fair enough. Susie got the mystery cheese product from the can. Cheese whiz. Since I'm Norwegian, I'll have to claim the brown cheese. Hi, Olivia. Thank you for the unlurk. I hope your dinner was good. My client wishes to not disclose her cheese-related crimes. You know what? Fair enough. Touche.
The heck was a brown cheese?
Yeah.
Guilty.
Oh, these are voices.
Guilty.
Guilty!
Oh, that's a voice.
Kill me.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're very fucked.
That thing was on fire.
This flame is on fire.
So, as indicated by the foreman, the jury has reached a consensus.
I was not expecting that voice. No, neither was I.
What are you talking about? This is my actual voice.
I was not expecting that voice for the girl, for the child.
Oh, gotcha.
I knew that was going to happen. We shall get through this, Mr. Naruhodo, as we always do. Yeah, it's the turnabout thing. And cover some new truths along the way, I'm quite sure. Yes, I agree. I'm going to have to appeal to the jurors as usual and see if I can persuade them to change their minds.
The defense will now embark on a summation exam.
I like how he doesn't even have to ask, he just knows.
He just knows. He just knows he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Summation examination. Are you ready? Are you and your fellows ready?
We are, my lord.
Very well. In that case, I ask you now to state clearly for all present here the grounds on which each of you have decided that the defendant is guilty.
Alright, jurors' contentions.
How the hell did I do Danny DeVito?
I've known the man, Dan DeVito. I know the man for years. She'd never be an accomplice to anything.
And utter nonsense, I think those two would ever connive with one another.
I also think those two never would ever be conniving on her. Okay. Oh dear, this is the most troubling. But surely the waxwork the man saw has nothing to do with the coroner, is it?
I have had my own. How do I do French? French. I have had my. How do I do it before?
Waluigi?
Waluigi, I've had my own problems with members of the police. I do not trust them much.
I've seen more rigorous proof with this waxwork than ever inside the bird cage. It's conjecture.
Oh gosh, she's angry.
She's
Her
angry.
face is red.
How does she have so much corn?
I don't know. It's like Gregson and his chips, and his fish and chips. That's what it is.
Accusing someone without right evidences. He's not a proper job, busy. I won't have it.
Girl, you're like 10. Shut the fuck up. This potato-looking girl.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, it seems the introduction of this waxwork model to the proceedings has polarized opinion. Given that its face is obscured and its built in no way resemble that of the victim, I can only applaud my learned friend Parmetti at the suggesting it is Mr. Asmon's body double.
Yes, the applause is deafening. And yes, I know it seems extraordinary. That's the point. That's why I have a strong feeling it's actually a greater clue than anyone yet realizes. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? I can't explain why at the moment, but I feel as though there's a specific reason why it was used. Why it had to be this model. Really? A reason why nothing else would do, you mean? Yes, and I'm convinced it's something far more significant than whether or not the model looked like the victim. Well, if that's the case, we must prevent the trial from ending prematurely at all costs. Yes, agreed. I have to find a way out of this.
If you are ready, Counselor, you may proceed with the summation.
Yes, my lord. Look at him. Okay. I'm gonna go through all of them and I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna ask you if it's right or not if we pick that. To press, not pit. We're
Yeah.
not pitting yet.
We have to press first.
Yeah, I figured.
They have a weird order how they number these guys.
Yeah.
In the guide, not in the game.
Yeah.
They start with juror number 6.
Okay.
One of these seems like it should be why he shouldn't, like, find him guilty.
It makes sense though they start with the police dude though first, considering her role in the police force. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So my instinct is to press juror number 2, so statement 3.
No.
Statement 4 with juror number 3.
Let's see. Number 3, I have one. Yep.
Yes, press.
Yep. That's the one to press, according to the guide.
What sort of problems?
Legal ones.
Let's just say we have run into each other on numerous occasions while I've been performing on the streets.
Did you know that police actually stop, like, guards actually stop people in jail from playing D&D?
Oh, really? Like
Yeah,
IRL?
Yeah, IRL. They, like, take their dice and they take their maps and shit and let them gather.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, they consider it gang activity, or at least that's the excuse to take their stuff and break them up.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Like it's
First-
it's a game. Like
Yeah, they use the excuse the maps is like them trying to plan escape. The dice are used for like gambling and shit like that. It's pretty sad. For some reason, the
I mean, like the maps, sure, but like,
yeah,
but
they
not
take
the dice
for gambling,
though.
and they take the books and shit like that.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, it just reminded me with the guy that's saying that he being hassled while doing cards. That's what it reminded me of.
Mm-hmm. Performing on the streets. God forbid a gathering of people get together is to have fun. I know, right?
Yeah, it's gang activity. If there's a group of people, obviously they're in a gang.
D&D is honestly the last thing I imagine to be played in a prison, honestly, but my god, let them have fun. Yeah, let them have fun while they're locked up, incarcerated.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't have much to do while they're in prison, so.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I see.
Luigi, obviously artists such as myself cannot appear on stage, as we work in close proximity to our audiences. So we perform our great magics in parks, on street corners, and the like.
They wonder why people hate prisons. They're not even allowed to be people. How are we expect them to come out as people? Yeah, exactly.
Because they aren't. And to the people in the jail, they aren't people. It's easier for the people in the jail to just pretend they're not people. It makes their lives easier, essentially. Just like pretend they're not like a person that was in jail for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
But the police use any excuse to make our lives difficult.
Yeah, like being a Frenchman, you French.
Alright, and then we're supposed to... Oh, God! That is not gun safety.
Could I just say for a second, I really dislike his little like icon in the bottom left corner. He looks so like conniving.
Yeah, there's so much happening here right now. We have the icon in the corner. We have the gun being twirled. Like, sir, your gun safety concerns me.
Are we sure he's not like some American or like Australian that somehow got over there? Like, why is treating that
He's just
gun?
undercover. Alright, we're gonna pursue.
He doesn't even have a
This
seat.
has escalated so fast. This man is the reason why the UK has strict gun laws. Do you have something to say in response to that, Mr. Ottermole? Ottermole is the name?
I sure hope not.
Who are you calling a mass murderer?
What? Since when?
I don't know. He just went from 0 to 100.
Sorry, my mistake. I got confused because I heard you look like him.
Right. Because the guy he called him was a mass murderer, and Sholmes was a fucking idiot and confused.
Your mic is cutting out again.
What the fuck?
How did we fix it last time? Did you leave the call and then come back? Is that what we did?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey.
There we go. That might help.
Alright, I thought he looked more like a bear to me.
I don't look anything like the man. You want to be locked up, Sonny?
Thanks,
I feel like I'm
Mr.
starting to get into Macho.
Schultz.
I feel like I'm getting into Macho Man for some reason.
Perhaps we could move on. I was really wondering if you had something you wanted to add in response to what juror number 3 just said. And clearly you do, considering you are Russian rouletting, spinning your gun around on your finger. One of the people in this courtroom is going to get shot.
It's okay. It's not loaded.
Yet. He's practicing. Sean really is putting everyone under the bus. Yeah. The last trial is going to be, like, he's going to be on trial and he's going to be found guilty for being a horrible investigator.
Look, just because the kid shooting got in front of me when I was twirling my gun, it's not my fault.
That's what his next trial is gonna be.
Yeah. He's about to shoot the corn out of the girl's hand.
I never liked corn. Back in my day, back in the good old days,
How long ago was that?
we didn't allow women on the jury. It wasn't like this.
My fingy slipped. What was it like, sir?
We worked our fingers to the bone to earn the public's trust, we did. And by Jove, we earned it. People respected.
Respecting you?
Oh my god, I just noticed the purple eyeliner.
This man is just Waluigi.
Living for it.
No one would have called a coroner into question in them days. Because we all hid our bad shit better, and people didn't question it. The coroner's report was the hallmark of an investigation done right.
Well, you know what else there is? Corruption.
I put away like
Catfight.
30. I put away like 30 people a day because of coroners. Especially when Dr. Courtney Stevens put her name to it.
But we know her name is Scythe, not Stevens. Interesting.
I do have to ask though, like,
Hold it!
if she is doing bad stuff, like, if the coroner is like giving you bad info, she's hurting your department.
Yeah, exactly.
She's making you guys look bad.
Exactly.
You want to get her out as soon as possible. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The sooner you get out bad elements like her, if she is actually corrupt, then the better you guys look. Like, if people can trust you more if you're willing to show that you're willing to take out people that are corrupt.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? Who's Courtney Stevens?
Ah, sorry, gotta be carried away there.
Stevens is Dr. Steve's maiden name. By the way, I did lose the, we're at the corner, so the betting is done.
Wait, what?
The thing about the wine.
I'm gonna let it go until you said we're close to the end of part 3, so I'm gonna let it go through the end of part 3.
Okay.
God knows how many people and families she ruined thanks to her malpractice, exactly.
Stevens is Dr.
Oh, I'm sorry, this...
Her maiden name, so that she was before she was married.
Of course, yes, silly me. It's Scythe now, isn't it? I wonder why she changed her name, this non-corrupt person. This completely trustworthy individual changing her name. It's a bit weird, maybe.
Interesting.
Trevor could have changed his name, too.
Possibly. Did he date her or something? Don't know. 100k is safe, LMAO, thank the gods.
If she's been a corner for a long time, then he probably just knows her name from that.
Stevens, I'm sure I've seen that name somewhere recently. Sir, I'm gonna need more of a memory jog than that.
Was she one of the people that...
Anything in the court record? She did.
She did do it.
She did the coroner's report
So,
for the professor.
If she is corrupt, she could have fucking lied!
Yup. That he actually died.
He didn't die! She fucking lied!
Why the fuck you lying?
Oh my god,
Why you always lying?
If we can prove that she is corrupt and that she's willing to lie, Von Zeeks is going to fucking lose it.
Von Zeeks is gonna, like, eat more than just a wine bottle, I swear to God.
He's going to be a very unhappy... Bad things are going to happen to good people.
Yeah, maybe that's why we're gonna have to defend him in the court.
Anyway, the point, those were the great days of policing, not like now. Now they tell me I can't just shoot people because I want to.
Von Zeeks is gonna eat a whole wine cellar. Hell yeah, eat the apprentice, hopefully. The apprentice will go over the table.
Susie, not in the courtroom. Not
oh
like...
my god. So to interrupt, sir. But do you think you could change your statement to include that name?
Well, yes, I don't see why not.
Okay, and then the new statement is, she was Courtney Stevens back when I knew her, of course, a legendary coroner even then. To ever be conniving with one another. Okay, so we have to pit Juror 1 against either Juror 6 with 1 or 2, right?
Yeah. We have to... It's reversed, but yeah.
So we pit... Just right there on the table? Damn, right in front of my salad?
I'm so glad that other people were thinking the same thing.
Oh, God.
You've been a very naughty apprentice.
Ah! Okay, so I think... we pit Juror 2 with 6.
Yeah, that's exactly it, because we have literal proof that,
Yeah, because originally I thought it was 1, like, saying, like, oh, like, there's no proof to say that they're conniving with each other, but, like, we don't have that, but we have proof to show that Courtney
It had nothing to
did
do with
the
the mannequin.
autopsy on the professor, which is what this wax model is.
Yep.
Objection.
Those two statements clearly contradict one another.
Good gracious, to whom statements do you refer, counsel?
I just pointed. You should have been paying attention, sir.
Look, it's very
Listen.
boring listening to you all talk sometimes. And I'm a very old man, I need my mid-trial naps.
That's why we take many recesses.
Why do you think I always take so many recesses?
Why do you think we needed 2 hours to bring the wax model into the courtroom?
Why do you think we have 2, sometimes up to 4-part juries or trials?
He needs bigger glasses. No, but then he won't be Santa Claus.
It's not bigger glasses, it's thicker glasses.
Yeah.
Probably a
Mid-trial
hearing aid.
naps.
Probably a hearing aid as well.
So, juror number 2. Oh, gosh, me? What can I do you for? I presume that you've heard what juror number 6 said in his statement. It's brought to light the maiden name of the coroner, Dr. Scythe, which in turn has revealed a connection that wasn't apparent before. Well, naturally, as a woman of society, I find such connections and relationships irresistible. 3-inch think lenses.
You say you're a woman of society, but I can't help but think that you look like the madame for, like, a brothel.
Almost, yeah. He just needs all the assistance. He needs a Burger King. He just needs a nice sandwich.
Assuming that I don't already go to Burger King before I come here, thank you very much.
But oh golly, I'm afraid I fail to see what you mean.
Dr. Scythe's maiden name is Stevens, and though that name, the coroner is very definitely linked to the waxwork of the killer. The defense has evidence to prove it.
My goodness, evidence you say? How utterly enthralling.
Counsel, the court cannot overlook that last remark. I very much hope there is substance to your claim that I go to McDonald's or Burger King.
Sorry, Judge, I'll get you a chicken royale.
Okay, good. Your sins are forgiven.
Of course, my lord, I would ask the court to look at this. The evidence that clearly links Dr. Scythe to the mass murderer known as the Professor is...
We found it from the killer's autopsy. We actually looked. We looked at evidence for once.
Yeah, we did.
We did good.
Yeah. Head pats for all.
We are good things.
We're good. We are good eggies. We're good eggies. I love that they actually call it Royale over there. I have here a certain autopsy report from 10 years ago.
A 10-year-old autopsy report. How relevant does that have?
It is, of course, the autopsy of the person portrayed in the waxwork, the killer known as the Professor. Von Zieg's eyes are staring harder. We looked at evidence in this economy?
This economy. This system.
The professors, but the man was a capital offender, so...
That's right. This is the certification of death that was drawn up after the convict's execution. Now he's wide awake. Von Zieg's silent shock. So he shook. The identity of the killer was never made public, so the report gives few details, even though the file is like an inch thick. Gives no detail. It's just fake paper in there. It's just all blank.
The other paper is just like a CIA report where it's just black.
It's all redacted.
Yeah.
Should have just printed out black paper at that point. But what's important is the name of the coroner who wrote it. Courtney Stevens.
Oh my, Courtney Stevens.
Struck a light.
It appears that the professor's autopsy was conducted by Dr. Scythe 10 years ago.
Should have
A
been
few days
29.
ago.
Should have been 29.
Interesting. Sean's put cardboard in there. He did. And a few days ago, Mr. Drebber was very deliberately stole the waxwork of the professor from Madame Tuspel's. A waxwork that doesn't in fact resemble the victim, Mr. Asman, at all.
And do you suppose there's some unsavory relationship between those two events?
Absolutely. I'm sure of it. There's no doubt in my mind that the Professor case is at the heart of a link that we have yet to uncover between Dr. Courtney Scythe and Mr. Enoch Drebber. Hidden links, mysterious connections, secret relationships. This is all most extraordinary. I will vote not guilty just so I can hear more. We're
I wish to hear more of the
now
drama.
to explore this further. Bless.
What about you, Mr. Officer of the People? How do I do?
The trash man, quite right. Can't let this trial come to an end now.
Oh, okay.
Not while there's a cloud of suspicion hanging over the yard's best corner. Wasn't like in my day, but we're still indeed, I'm told, justice in the end.
You know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that he's like willing to like, you know what? Like even though she's one of our own, like if there's something sus, we gotta investigate it. I appreciate that about you, Mr. Juror 6.
Mr. Not Mass Murderer.
Mr. Not Mass Murderer. Sir, please put that gun down. Okay, so we convinced her.
Bro, why you keep reading the paper?
Alright, do I press Juror 4?
Yep. Yep.
Press it. Well, you claimed the whole instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a trick.
You're trying to it, but there's more than one way to pull a rabbit out of a hat, isn't there?
Sorry?
I grant you, given that this cage appeared from amidst an explosion, there's been no need to use a real person. But if a waxwork had been used, the culprit could at least have had the decency to make it look like the victim.
Stop slamming the corn. That's corn abuse.
Mary does not like corn abuse.
He's just mixing chemicals in the court with no PPE. Yeah, really. I'm not sure exactly how much criminals are governed by decency.
Point is, if you're going to make a claim about that waxwork being inside the bird cage,
Like I said,
going
this
to
is
judge.
Professor Layton, not Professor Layton, this is Phoenix Wright, so there's some quirky shit that happens here. So, like, juror number 4, mixing chemicals, unknown chemicals, mind you, without any personal protection. It's great.
The lawyers get kind of quirky at night.
I'm expecting him to lift the top hat and there's a rabbit under there.
I call him Bugs. Bugs the bunny. You need to give her some evidence. Without that, it's just not science. I've been trying to make my own arthritis medication here.
There are no safety rules in this courtroom. Guns, chemicals, corn, unruly.
Pours his potion in the corn.
Oh shit, he's got a beaker.
That's the worst kind of thing that's for a scientist to have.
I suppose we should expect nothing less than a logical argument from a fellow of the Royal Society. But that perhaps means his mind could be changed if we manage to present suitable evidence. Evidence that the Professor Waxwork was inside that bird cage. Can I produce that or not? Can I? Oh, we haven't examined the head, I don't think. I don't think there's anything to look at, though.
Unless you got a key to open up that mask.
I don't think we do. I'll still investigate it anyway. This lock does look very strong, doesn't it? There's definitely no way you could remove the mask yourself if it was put on you. Yeah, the music in this game is really, really good. What a terrible way to treat someone, even a convicted criminal. I know, it's starting to make me feel livid, actually. Mr. Naruhodo, please. I mean, just think about it. Imagine if you had an itch on your cheek all of a sudden, you'd be utterly helpless. Sasato's like, that's not the fucking point, my guy. Well, yes, that's true, but I'm not sure that warrants quite so much anger. Oh, right. Sorry.
Don't have a key.
Oh, a little safety lock down here, too. Holds into place.
Of course, safety locks for the giant iron machine mask.
Okay, so do we have evidence?
We do. We do indeed have evidence.
Okay. Actually, I have something I'd like for you to see, sir.
Oh? Is it a bunny rabbit? I must warn you that I firmly believe it is only wise to trust men in white coats. So given your jet black outfit, I don't mind admitting to a sense of trepidation here.
They must have gotten that body out of the cage by the hole in the bottom of the bird cage. I love Runo is older than Sasato, and Sasato has more of a brain cell than he does. Yes.
I don't exactly know what the birdcage looked like when it crashed. We only have the birdcage for the one that dropped down.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Well, technically they both dropped down, but we only have the one that was found at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you don't trust anyone in black? Looking in the mirror must be very trying. I do have some evidence that proves the waxwork was inside that birdcage. Namely... Let's examine... Yeah, because we examined everything on here, I think. There's nothing else to examine here.
Unfortunately, nope.
Also, I definitely think that this camera is gonna hold the key to opening the thing, but that's just my, like, unneeded opinion. Okay. I need you to tell me what it is.
It's the piece of glass.
Oh.
You just
A
just
small
kept
fragment
passing
of
over
very
it.
unusual and thick glasses found in the folds of the clothing of the Professor Waxwork. It appears to be from the Crystal Tower.
You can even see in the photo from the from the body that was moved that the glasswork is there, but this one was found inside the waxwork. So the waxwork has had to have been there before then.
Yeah.
Take that!
What? There's a piece of glass? Though it is unusually thick for glass.
Yes, it's a piece of broken glass that was found inside the jacket of the waxwork. As you say, it's not ordinary glass though. It's very thick and clearly made for extra strength. Much like the special glass that was developed for the construction of the Crystal Tower.
The Crystal Tower? Holy smoke!
Exactly. The centerpiece of the Great Exhibition, where the very incident we're talking about took place. Excuse me. On the day in question, the birdcage fell from above and smashed through a window of that special glass.
From whence this small piece originated? Is that it?
Precisely. So, what do you say? Now that clear evidence in support of the assertion has been placed before you.
Well, as I said, I only trust men in white coats as a rule. However...
Glass was made to support Von Zieg's thick ass.
Well, you keep talking to me like I'm a piece of meat.
When the reasoning is sound, it's fair to say color shouldn't come into it.
Thank you so much for not having a
Thanks
prejudice.
for acknowledging that race is a thing.
In light of what you've shown me here, yes, I feel obliged to change my position on the matter. In that case, juror number 4, you'll amend your statement now, please.
Alright, the presence of that piece of glass leaves me in little doubt that the waxwork was indeed inside that bird cage. So do we
Juror
pair... We pair 4 with 5?
Yep.
Objection.
Those two statements are clearly contradicting.
Good gracious. To whose statements do you refer, counsel?
If you could put down your corn for a moment, juror number 5.
Oh, you mean me?
You've pointed out that it's wrong to make an accusation without evidence. But the accusation that the waxwork model was inside the second birdcage on the day in question is not without supporting evidence, as the defense demonstrated to the juror sitting beside you.
Oh, is that right?
Were you not paying attention?
Would it be... Yeah, were you paying attention in class, ma'am? Would it be fair to say you didn't follow the arguments?
I don't understand much besides Colonel Cobb, to be honest.
Jesus fuck. Of course you don't. You're 5.
I could interject here.
Please do, sir.
Now that this assertion of yours about the waxwork has been backed up by some solid evidence, it would be wrong of me as a man of science not to pursue the matter further.
She's got a little innocent shit-eating grin. Runa, I would fucking leave. Where does she keep getting all the corn? It's like Gregson with the fucking fish and chips are forever. They forever spawn. Maybe someone under the table. Maybe it's her mom under the table. Like, because, like, she needs, like, like, adult supervision. Is just handing her corn. It's like, hey, listen, you need your vegetables. Keep eating corn. And she chose to be on the jury. Why again? Who knows, Mary? Who knows? Oh, yeah, because we just need to be even, right? We just need to be...
Well, I think we have to have it enough to not support it.
Ah, well, me too, then.
Sorry?
If this brainy gentleman says he's right, then he must be. See, I wouldn't dream of going against Colonel Cobb or anyone who got stuff between the ears.
Oh. The corn.
But she's gonna smack the corn on it.
Success! If you could call it that. Emotional support corn.
Thank you, counsel, that will do. As a result of the examination, the jury's overall leaning has changed. 2 jurors now called guilty against 4 who called not guilty.
She making popcorn.
Accordingly, the court has failed to reach a consensus at this time. And the trial must continue.
We did it!
We prolonged the trial.
Yay!
Part 2,
well done,
Electric
Mr.
Boogaloo.
Naruhodo. Another wonderful victory.
The waxwork of the despicable professor. Used as a body double for the victim in this quite extraordinary case. I must say it's extremely hard to believe the assertion could possibly be true. However, it would appear that it does at least warrant further investigation.
It's the waxwork of the professor that links Mr. Drebber and Dr. Scythe. And I'm convinced that there's a special significance to that link.
don't think you're hoping to prove, lad. I really don't.
The truth, sir, by using evidence and testimony. No worries, Susie, thanks for the lurk. We'll be taking a 5-minute break soon.
Noises.
If the court is to delve deeper into the alleged involvement of the waxwork in this case, then the prosecution calls for the owner of the moth to be summoned as a witness.
So Madame Tuspels is gonna come to the stand, okay.
The owner? Someone owns these?
Madame Tuspels.
I really thought that Lord Von Seeks would object to this whole line of inquiry. I just want him to throw the bottle. I just want him to throw the bottle. That's all I want.
I concur. Make arrangements for Madame Tuspels to appear as a witness with immediate effect.
Listen carefully, my learned friend.
Oh, yes.
You should know that you're on the brink of opening up Pandora's box.
The court shall now adjourn for 45 minutes.
I wonder what he means by that.
Because if we go after the linchpin.
Oh, if we go after Scythe, that's what he means.
If
Okay.
we go after Scythe, the fucking Strongheart is gonna come after us.
Well, not unless if we can prove that she's actually like.
No, even if we prove it and she gets locked behind bars, Strongheart is gonna come get our ass.
Judge needs his nap. Yes, he needs his 45-minute nap.
You think Strongheart is gonna care about her doing this dubious shit?
Is Pandora's box what he named his belt buckle? No!
You want to open up my Pandora box, you say?
Jesus Christ. The bottle is right there, Von Zeeks, please. Judge has got to go check his naughty or nice list real quick, BRP.
No, he's very much on the naughty list. During that time, the prosecution will summon the new witness and prepare for her taking the stand. The only people on the nice list so far is Sato and the child.
Not feeling very well, so I'm gonna try to sleep. No worries.
Take care.
No worries, Colk. Get some rest, please, my dear.
Have
I
a good
appreciate you
sleep.
very much. Also, Susie, I don't know why you're saying hi, but hi.
Madame Tuspels, yes. I shall see to it at once, my lord.
To be continued? To be continued.
We continue.
Why I said hi. I don't know why you said hi. I don't know, but Rylan says hi in return, and he definitely didn't write that in Twitch chat. Alright, this is where we're going to take our 5-minute breaky as we go. It still says trial part 3, but it's fine. Anyway. But we're going to take our 5-minute breaky. And we'll be back shortly, so don't forget to do your own self-care things. And we will be back soon. We're probably going to stream for about at least another hour, maybe a little longer than that, depending on where we fall in line with the trial. But we shall see you all soon.
All right. I am prepared.
Sounds good. I just ate some caramel. Chocolate-covered caramel thing. And I put my hair up because I'm sick and tired of my hair doing hair things right now. Hello, welcome back. I'm gonna play for about another hour of Great Ace. Maybe a tad bit longer, we shall see. Whenever we find like a good natural stopping point. Probably, hopefully we'll see. But yeah. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna go into, I think, final part of the trial, I think.
Yes.
Maybe? I don't know. And just as a reminder, this is the upcoming schedule for this week. So Sunday is going to be the finale of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Monday is going to be Chapter 2 of Alan Wake. Thursday is going to be continuing Mass Effect 1. And then next Saturday, we'll be back here playing more Great Ace Attorney. With Grant, of course.
Alright. I will be there. Unless life decides that I shouldn't be anymore.
Yes. Alright, 24th of October, 11:53 a.m. Why? No. Why are you here? Fuck
Okay.
off.
I was expecting more harebrained more than I was Sholmes.
Why is he here? Why is he here?
He was part of the... Not the jury, but the people watching.
Oh, true. Be gone, demon.
Give me more sexy Von Zeke noises. Ah, the Knight Errant himself.
Oh, have you been watching from the gallery, Mr. Sholmes?
I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time.
And not because I was going to fall asleep at any moment. Get thee behind me, foul friend.
Palpy. Courtroom trials are fascinating affairs, as a spectator at least.
I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself.
Too much as he stares at Von Zeke's. I have to ask.
I swear to God, if you want any absurd shit, no. Get the fuck out.
I would like $1 million. What on earth is going on? It makes no sense. What's this professor business all about?
I'm so
oh,
glad.
Lord.
I mean, you can definitely tell that Hairbrain is way in over his head.
Yeah. He was doing his job in the gallery. Oh shit, this fucking fool.
He doesn't look like any professor I've heard before. Who even is he?
Of course. You were in Germany already 10 years ago.
Yes, the professor. When I discovered he was the only one who had been abducted, a sense of foreboding stirred within me. It aroused me greatly. But who knew the monster would come knocking at your door? My heartfelt sympathies.
As it turns out, Lord Von Zeeks is even more intimately tied to this case than any of us realize, isn't he? Yes, how true. His great friend from university in the dock.
And now a waxwork of the killer who took his esteemed brother's life makes an appearance too. I imagine even the shrewd Mr. Reaper failed to foresee that kick in the teeth. An extraordinary move on your part, my dear fellow, to throw that in front of the man.
Hey, it wasn't on purpose. This is just how the evidence portrays. You make it sound deliberate. I can't help feeling that this professor case is really very puzzling.
Oh yes? In what particular way?
Oh, what? Do you have more information you can tell us that you didn't tell us before because you're a lying fucking fool?
Yes, and I'm legally obligated to not tell you anything.
Because the plot says so.
Because
the
I will
plot
be killed by the
dictates
Reaper
so.
if I do.
Well, there's Mr. Drebber, Dr. Scythe, and Lord Von Zeeks. Seems that everybody in the trial has a link to the case somehow.
Yes, in fact, I alone am not a member of the set. But that leaves me as an empty seat all alone with no intersection to any other.
Well, that's a good thing. That means you're going to be proclaimed as innocent. That's what we want.
Either you're all guilty or he's innocent.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm going to assume it's Von Zeeks. No. Oh.
I am now Von Zeeks. You cannot say no.
Okay. Dr. Scythe.
Ah, Dr. Courtney Scythe in Stevens. Good day to you.
Hello, Sholmes. That was very shrewd of you. Oh shit, she's hot.
What in particular, pray?
You requested that 10-year-old autopsy report from Gregson, didn't you?
Why would you assume such a thing?
Because Gregson told me. Oh shit, Gregson, why? No, sir.
To be fair, he was probably put on blast in front of her for a while.
True, fair. Oh god, I swear if he has the fucking key, I'm going to scream. Yeah. Oh no, she's hot. To be fair, probably between him and Iris, they can probably fashion a key to unlock it.
The thing is that although she might have the body type of someone that is supposed to be attractive, her personality utterly turns me off to that idea.
Yeah. To think it's been 10 years. 10 years in the laboratory, wielding my scalpel. The smell of nothing but corpses and disinfectant. The policeman on the jury had a lot to say about you as it happens, Dr. Scythe. And I've accused you of being complicit in what happened. I'm hoping you'll take the stand and tell the truth about what really happened. That certainly won't be possible.
Because I killed them.
Lord Von Zieks won't be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it.
Can we start talking about...
That's a conflict of interest. Excuse me?
Can we start talking about Lord Strongheart and his things that forbid actual due process?
Yeah, can we talk about that, actually?
Excuse me? You're telling me he's forbidden from a prosecutor or a defense from calling someone to the stand? Someone with obvious, like, evidence.
So wait, I wonder if that means that Von Zieks, like, tried to summon her, and then Lord Von Zieks was like, and then Strongheart was like, nah, not fam, you can't do that.
I have no doubt that he would love to have called her to the stand.
Yeah. Especially because, like, given, like, what happened to his family, in terms of, like, the professor's the one who killed his brother, and, like, that means, like, he would have finally gotten answers, because she would have known what the professor looks like, and would be able to tell him, like, who is the man behind the mask. So, like, he's basically had to live these last 10 years with, like, no knowledge of, like, who killed his brother, and to know that, like, he's actually dead. He or she, because it could be anybody behind that mask.
Well, it could be that he was part of the trial process, that secret trial for the professor.
It could be, but
it could be much like the DLC for one where he was a witness, something the professor did.
Maybe, but like I am under the impression that Von Zieks does not know who did it.
Yeah. That
he has to solely believe that he's dead, even though like everyone claims that he's not, or like rose from the grave somehow. Whatever.
I think regardless, Scythe would provide the answer of if they were actually dead, because she's the one that confirmed the body. And if there's
can we believe it though?
Exactly.
Can we believe it? I don't believe it. I think she's lying.
Believe it. I don't believe it for one fucking second. I didn't believe it from the moment I met Scythe. I thought she was the bad guy. I still think she's the bad guy. I don't think she's the professor anymore.
Yeah, I think Enoch and her are working together, yeah.
But my fucking question is she fucking lied about the professor being dead, and she's the one that can answer the questions for Von Zieks about, like, what happened, if he is actually dead.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing I've learned from people that, like, have experienced, like, being victimized by murderers and serial killers, is that they always want to know they always want to have that, what's it called, closure about it finally being over. And Von Zieks has not had that for 10 years.
This poor man, and Von Zieks has been under Strongheart's finger for that, like, probably that entire time.
Yep.
Even more so, because, like, that's when the Reaper of the Bailey shtick started happening, was after his brother died.
Yep.
I think. So basically, if we are in the impression that, like, Lord Strongheart is playing a role in keeping the Reaper of the Bailey thing alive, then basically Von Zieks is in debt to Strongheart. And also, sorry, I ate a piece of caramel chocolate, so I have, like, caramel, like, I'm trying to chew through it. So that's why I sound muffled. The more he forbids shit, the more I am sus about him. Oh yeah, I think he's, like, given his position, like, if you look at any of, like, the game art, like, the promotional art, he's, like, front and center to the backside, like, behind. He's definitely, like, some main villain, I think. I think he's, like, the overarching villain. I think without her shit, Hairbrain's gonna get convicted, and I think that's what Strongheart wants. So perhaps maybe, like, a retrial at some point, maybe.
What's Lord Von Z's gonna do if he finds out that she did in fact lie?
I think he might commit murder. I think he might actually embrace the Reaper of the Bailey and commit murder.
I can't wait for Von Zeeks to say, I'm the Reaper, and Reaper all over the place.
Die, die, die! Pull a Reaper from Overwatch. Throw the wine bottle at her, please, that's all I ask.
How heavy is that thing, I wonder?
I'm calling it, it's the kid, and if she doesn't get corn, she goes on a murderous rampage. You know what, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Stabs with corn.
28 corn wounds. Lord Strongheart. The Pandora's box you were warned about is the Professor case. But please don't make the mistake of thinking you'll get any information about it out of me. But attempting to hide from the truth, that's cowardice. I've always fought crime in the way that I see fit. I have no regrets. None at all. And that's all I came here to say. Oh, really? That's the only reason why you're here?
I also planted a bomb inside of your jacket.
So, good day to you.
See you later, snake.
You know, the snake that was like that fake snake that's on her hand.
I was thinking of Solid Snake.
She mentioned it too, this Pandora's box. Whatever does it all mean?
You guys not know the story of Pandora's box?
They might not know. It might not be taught over in Japan, maybe. It might be more of a Western
Probably
thing.
not. You know what the funny thing about them mentioning Pandora's box is, though? The thing is that the guy unleashes it and, like, all this bad stuff comes out, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is at the bottom of Pandora's box is the thing called hope. And people always forget about that last bit because they always focus on the bad parts coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But it also provides you with, like, at least a little bit of good.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we can use that little bit of good to turn that Pandora's box around.
Yeah. Because, like, even if opening up the entire Professor case means that it's a fucking mess and, like, shit goes south, like, in this case, opening up Pandora's box means that Von Zieks gets closure. In my eyes, at least. He gets closure. Which I think is, like, granted, we don't know him as much as we know, like, Sasato with, like, her relationship with Kazuma. And, like, how much we know she wants closure to now, like, because now, like, we've opened up that Pandora's box, so, like, is he actually dead? So, like, we can assume that Von Zieks is maybe still hurt by his brother dying in this way, and, like, not knowing, like,
The closure.
if the professor is still, like, alive. Was he actually given justice?
If he thinks that the professor is still alive, he's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
There's no real cause for concern, I assure you, when the trial resumes. The meaning will become all too apparent, whether you'd like it or not.
Stop speaking in riddles, Sholmes. What do you mean?
No. I like this.
Exactly, yeah, everyone's confused.
Now then, I believe it's almost time. I must make my way back to the public gallery. To the edge of my seat awaits.
I think maybe you're enjoying yourself a little too much.
I always enjoy myself. Ah yes, one word of warning before I go. If in the court of the trial this afternoon you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth, don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone.
And I'm not
he
talking
needs to go
about
back
the
to work. He needs to go back being a waxwork figure.
and I'm not talking about the one you keep staring at with Von Zeeks.
Sholmes, get a job.
This is my job. To the bitter end, you understand. Do not falter, whatever may come to pass.
All right, I understand. Thank you.
Good. I shall make myself scarce then.
That's actually not a bad pep talk, though.
Here.
Wait, what is this?
Wait. I purchased a caramel earlier, as I shall be gnawing on that as you gnaw away at the truth. This is fucking poisoned.
Sholmes caramel too.
Sholmes, have you been investing the money you say you've been giving to Iris into chocolate bars?
Yeah. What did that warning from Mr. Sholmes really mean, I wonder? Especially the bit about whatever may come to pass. He has fucking merch now?
Buy it at your local retailer. Sholmes caramel. That
Oh,
sweetness that I
jeez.
can always give you.
It's time for the final chapter, then. I'm determined to find the truth, no matter what. "12:40 p.m.
God damn, it's lunchtime.
They literally wheeled it into the courtroom. I love that.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready and able to continue?
The wine bottle is still there. Oh, Susie, give points, if you haven't already, that no, the wine has not been heated.
It has not.
Sadly has not been heated, unfortunately.
It's okay. There's always next time.
So unfortunately, Yolf is getting everyone's points.
He can't
And
keep
his
getting away
own.
with it!
Oh, God.
I hope you use them wisely, Yolf.
Yeah. V disappointed. Disappointed! Yes, my lord. The defense is also ready.
The court is aware the case under our scrutiny began with a damaging incident at the Great Exhibition.
Okay, we're really actually like summing it up.
And we found ourselves embroiled in the details of a convicted felon who was sent to the gallows a decade ago.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
This trial has certainly defied all expectations.
That looks at notes. The one time I don't lose all my points in a prediction.
I thought you'd done it before, my bad.
As seems to be the fate of all trials in which the Snapones is involved, my lord. So then, let us begin exploration of the defense's assertion that the waxwork was cardinally involved in this matter. Lord Von Zeeks. My lord. Are we still awaiting the arrival of Madame Tuspels?
Not at all. She is right here, points to his apprentice. She is in the antechamber as we speak, and ready to be summoned.
I swear if he eats the bottle in this chapter, I'm going to cry. Oh, wait. Oh, Susie, you good?
He's like, she's right here, under my under my podium, pulls her out.
Very well, bring in the witness.
At once, my lord.
Bailiff,
Oh, maybe she has the key. Yeah.
show Madame Dispels to the stand. Why did you ask me to get it? I just told... Oh, whatever.
Things are about to become a lot more intense. If Drebber is responsible, as I'm sure he is, it means he must have had an accomplice in Dr. Scythe. And what connects the pair of them is the waxwork. Yes, the model of the professor. That's the key to the link between these otherwise unrelated individuals. It's a tenuous link, admittedly, but at present, it's all we have to go on.
Oh my
Racist
god.
passing Schultz.
Of course. Of course.
Oh
Of
god.
course.
State your name and occupation for the court, please.
My name is Madame Esmeralda Tuspels. I'm a waxwork artisan
Clearly.
and the proprietress of the Madame Tuspels Museum of Waxwork. You have to pardon me for working as I testify. My new exhibit must open very soon. That is not her. That's a liar. I don't think she's lying, though, about anything. She's been pretty upfront with us about things, I think.
She's been
She's
aggressive.
I think she's
but-
just here to provide, like, additional insight. Oh, so he finally gets a statue, does he? Now there are two of them in the world. Oh, that is not art. That's a liar. I meant Sholmes. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my! What expression is she carving onto that face?
Sasato, stop. No simp for him.
Please. No.
Bad. Bad Sasato.
A number of days ago, a particular waxwork model was stolen from your museum. Can you confirm this?
Oui, that is true. At first, we believed it had been kidnapped.
A waxwork model kidnapped?
Someone find the brain cell that escaped. Yes, my lord. There was a demand for ransom money left behind by the culprit. However, according to what I have just been told outside the courtroom, that was not the true reason. I understand it was utilized as a substitute for the body of the murder victim.
Present, there is no more than conjecture proposed by the defense. This is the victim of the case in question, Mr. Odi Asman.
But of course, I know him well. He is a part of my odious personage's exhibit. I detest to say what is evident, but Mr. Asman does not resemble the professor at all. Yes, but perhaps their faces are very similar. Are you suggesting that we should now see the demasked visage of the professor? Oh yes, she does have the key.
Oh no! She has the key.
I have here the key, but it is strictly forbidden to open the lock.
This is absurd.
Oh god, go off, King. You deserve it, bestie. Just imagine one mischip and the waxwork becomes half lock
Who the fuck forbids you from opening it?
Yeah, I wonder who. Cause like, how would she have known what he looked like to begin with? If no one knew.
I think it's because she asked Drebber.
Oh, and Drebber's like, oh haha, this is what it is.
And Drebber was, of course, like the dude that actually saw them come back.
Yeah. Pardon?
I do not know what face you carved onto your fancy figure beneath that mask. But clearly it won't be that of the actual killer. Indeed.
Oh yeah, because like in theory, she would not have known what he looked like. In theory.
You want to test that theory, Von Zeke?
Yeah, do we test that? Do we wanna poke the bear a little bit?
The man's identity was never made public after all. I should know. I was there. I met everything. The trial took place in a closed court. The proceedings were strictly confidential.
Wait, how old is she? 26? She would have been 16.
That would be pretty young.
She would have been 16 when he went to trial.
Yeah.
The condemned man was summarily executed. His identity remains a closely guarded national secret.
And then Trevor's being like, oh yeah, I saw him. This is what he looked like.
Oopsie poopsie, try and
I
do a
wonder,
national
does
secret?
he know the true face of the killer? I don't think Von Zieks knows.
I think
and
he
like
does.
I think this is like a defense thing, like his own like defense mechanism. Like maybe he doesn't want to know.
I think he does personally. I think he knows.
There is no possible way that the respiratory of Tandri exhibits could get his hands on that information.
She's like, try me. Quel dommage.
I don't speak French.
It's what something?
Because when I retire, I want a television the size of a billboard.
Hey, Spider! Thank you so much for the 9 months! Love you all, you little lovely beans, very much, and may you all have fun shenanigans and snacks for the remainder of 2023. Oh, I appreciate you! I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Spider.
I think somebody's in love.
A human's concept of love requires admiration, attraction, devotion, and respect. Conclusion. I am 50% in love.
And also, hi Brendan, welcome. And again, Spider, thank you again for the 9 months. That is a Twitch rat baby. Ta-da, rat baby. Appreciate you very much. And Spider is also the one who made the art that I'm wearing on my sweatshirt. So, exclamation point Spider will get you her information. Also, hi Brendan, how are you?
Hello,
Guys, tell a friend
Itsy.
Brendan is here. Hey, Grant, Brendan's here. Did you know that?
Hi, Brendan.
I told a friend, is that good?
Hey, Gray.
Yo.
Brendan's here.
No, really? Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Apparently I'm supposed to tell friends.
Jazzy's fucking yelling at 2 a.m. Oh, Jazzy, sweetie. No. I'm exhausted. What's got you exhausted, Brendan? And is it like a physical exhaustion or like a mental, emotional exhaustion? Because those all feel very different. Y'all are coming in at a very interesting time in this trial. Just saying.
I love her music.
Yeah, it's got that witchy, spooky vibe, which I'm here for.
She's got like a green going on with her. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's like a greenish, like,
Man,
yeah.
she's summoning her magic powers to like shield herself from Von Sieg's bullshit.
I was super productive today. Played some Mario Kart, got short edited. Went to McDonald's and watched Taki. Yay! Love that for you. I was very lazy today. I think the most productive thing I did was I put Drano down one of my sinks, did laundry that I did not fold because it's still in the dryer, and ran the dishwasher. I think that's the most productivity I did today. I was just like, I was gonna go to the gym this morning, and I just kept laying there, and I'm like, yeah, nah, no. I did not have McDonald's. I had Five Guys, though, and a burger and fries, because I just did not feel like making steak tonight for dinner. But yeah, welcome. Happy to have you all here. Thank you for spending your time with us tonight. It's always appreciated. It would seem you are unaware of the Dispel's principles. What principles? Runosuke, you should know this. You should know this. The family Dispels has always prided itself on sculpting its models a la perfection. Every detail, including the visage, is fashioned with complete fidelity. Et voila, our principles. There's a well-known legend about the Dispels waxworks from the time of the French Revolution. A member of the Dispels family is said to have made a waxwork of the queen who was executed. Oui, that is true. It was a century ago now. I believe the queen's face was carved in the minutes following her death, actually at the guillotine site.
That must have been a sad visage.
Yeah. You are correct. The model is on display still today in the House of Horrors. We, Dispels, will stop at nothing to obtain a faithful replica of our subjects.
Dear me, a somewhat disturbing tenacity of purpose.
It is the only way to obtain a truly lifelike representation of the subject. And it has been my family's secret for generations. So, is it faithful or not? I assume it's faithful. If she's saying this, and she's saying, like, no, sir, I know what this man looked like. Do you mean to say that beneath that mask? Oui, the true visage of the killer is there.
This is ludicrous. It's out of the question.
The professor spread terror throughout Great Britain. As a result, the Madame Dispel's special exhibit remains extremely popular even today. The killer, emerging from his own grave, It is a sight to behold. You should come. Judge is like, cut the shit.
I think, Cotton, it would be beneficial to hear your formal testimony on this matter. You will explain every detail of this macabre motto and your personal involvement in its creation.
With pleasure. God, I want Iris to turn up, steal the key, and give it to Bruno because I want to know. I know. The special exhibit in the House of Horrors is based on a rumor that shocked society in London. An impression of the visage was taken directly from the corpse, in accordance with the Dispel's family principles. I enlisted the aid of a gravedigger and created a mold for the head in the cemetery just before the interment. I hid myself until he gave me a signal. I was there for a very long time that night. Oh, so Enoch was the gravedigger.
Yep.
As dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be discovered.
The gravedigger? The man sanctioned this.
Oui. I will do all that is necessary to achieve the true resemblance of my family is celebrated for. Nobody else knew, only the gravedigger. What harm did it do, huh?
So you truly saw it. The face of that monster.
Naturally, I was aware at the time that his identity was a secret. But Dispels would not be Dispels if we did not insist on absolute fidelity to our sculptures. That's probably why, like, the mask was on. So, like, it's, like, so that she could still uphold her family's values, but also keep the identity a secret.
People would ask a lot of questions about how she knew if they saw the face.
Yep.
I don't believe this.
Yeah, he's getting emotional.
I myself have seen the special exhibit at your museum, madam.
Oh, I would love to see Judge out in the real world, like a person. I would love that.
I would love to see the judge.
It would be so funny.
What? I think he actually does, like, he gets out from behind the bench in Edgeworth's stuff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because you actually see, like, a somewhat full body of him. But other than that, if he's out in the world that's not in other Phoenix games, I don't know about it.
Gotcha, yeah.
A truly blood-curdling scene. Instant murderer is emerging from his own grave.
Yeah, it's Santa. What do you want for Christmas, Brendan?
If I could have enough money, I'd hire an animator to actually have, like, a judge that just, like, is able to walk around and emote and stuff like that.
Yeah. He has a part-time job as a Burger King and Santa in December. Yes. He's Santa at the Burger King, so he makes double profit.
At the Burger King.
How do you think I did my medical?
The scene it depicts was the subject of many rumors in London 10 years ago. I have here a newspaper from the time. So she kept it. The special exhibit was based upon the picture in the article.
Number 139.
Oh wait, Odie Asmon's signature. So this man, he drew this.
He did draw that. He drew the picture.
He drew the picture. Okay. Wait, I wonder if I can read part of this on the side here. Hold on. Also, there's a article down here that says Mad Sheep Rampage.
Yeah.
The Great Stink is here too.
Yeah.
Was the ball mask to blame for the Great Blaze? Okay.
The Great Stink, I think, is just the river of London.
Oh yeah. Sounds Welsh.
You just say that because of sheep, Susie.
Sounds like Devon. At Lowgate Cemetery, just behind the prison, on the night that foul demon's execution, the newly interred professor forced off his grave cover as he clawed free of the earth. The young man who witnessed this scene was on the verge of raising a shriek when, in the next second, a gunshot rang out suddenly from behind. The bullet pierced the the resurrected man's chest, whose breaths then stilled. Something that's hidden. The youth then finally released the scream he had been holding and ran for his life. The university student who experienced this shocking event is Mr. Enoch Drebber, a disciple of science at the University of London and a resident of its student dorms.
This
So I wonder if Von Zieks knew Drebber then. This is interesting because someone then said that he got shot.
He must have taken a picture. It's right there. It's around his neck. He must have taken a picture.
Yeah, he had to have been.
He must have taken the picture. I refuse to believe that a picture of him coming out of the grave doesn't exist somewhere.
Yeah. Also this like menacing face is like gonna haunt my dreams.
I think it's supposed to be him with the mask, because people don't know what he looks like, so they just draw the iron mask on him.
Yeah. It was the most detailed account of what happened, as reported by the eyewitness who saw it. Alright, so the 10-year-old article has been added to the court record. We're gonna look at what the court record says.
Man rises from the grave. It's too absurd for words.
We love having 3 pages worth of evidence here. Love to see it. Oh, so it's literally just this again. Okay.
Charles Darwin receives a reward.
A Copley medal. Nice.
Parliament is to finally address the fouls issue. Okay, well, good luck with that.
Yeah. So yeah, there has to be a picture because we have the camera. Why did we take the camera if we haven't used it yet?
We haven't used it, and we looked inside, and there wasn't anything in there.
As far as we know. So
I think the spells has it, or Drebber has it, one or the other.
Yeah, wait. So on this camera, it's a box, right?
Yes.
But if you look at the picture, oh, it's got a little flap down or something.
Yeah. I think that's to make sure in case you don't want the lens to accidentally scratch or something.
Oh,
but
true.
But from what I remember them talking about, there's supposed to be like a slide in there that when you take the picture, it projects the picture onto that slide, but the slide is missing.
Yes.
And I think the spells has that image somewhere.
Yes.
Either that or Drebber does.
The public enjoy absurdity, monsieur. That is why I have reproduced the scene as carefully as possible in my museum. And it's a waxwork from that exhibit that was stolen some days before the incident at the Great Exhibition, wasn't it? That is correct. The professor you see before you here. What's up?
I said a lady doesn't kiss and tell. I was just picturing her being like coy as shit.
Yeah. Okay, but I did have a Welsh lecturer in college, and we went to Wales for a project we did. There was a farmer herding sheep on the road, and he was giving the best commentary I have heard in my life.
Of course, people of Wales are hilarious.
That sounds great.
Most puzzling. Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
Waxwork links Drebber to Dr. Scythe, and there has to be some reason for that which hasn't yet come to light. But I'll find it. I'll get to the bottom of what really happened. I'll prove that Dr. Scythe and Drebber were in on this crime together. Man kept a hammer on his desk and jokes he used it on bad students he never would. It was just hilarious. That's fair. Okay, what am I pressing?
You have to press.
Statement 3?
No.
Statement 4?
Yep.
Hold it!
You were there longer than you expected to be. I had some difficulties in capturing the subject's form correctly. As I removed the mask, the mouth of the cadaver fell open and I had some problems with the chin.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Dare I ask? The man had been dead for a short while already, you see. His muscles were relaxing and consequently his chin would not align itself correctly. Oh dear, what a horrible thought. Under normal circumstances, I would have an assistant with me. However, that night, I was alone. And as a consequence, I missed my preferred window of time. What do you mean? When I take the impression of a visit of a cadaver, I always wait until 3 hours after death. Why 3 hours? Is that amount time significant? It's because of rigor mortis.
Who is rigor? What does he have to do with mortis? Wriggly mortis.
Mortis. It's the name given to a phenomenon that occurs in recently deceased bodies. As a rule, 3 hours post-death, the muscles in the body begin to stiffen. By approximately 10 hours post-death, the entire body is completely rigid and inflexible. And then from that point on, the muscles slowly start to revert to their relaxed state. The effect is often used to estimate the time of death when a body is discovered. A body has been discovered!
It was red in the locker.
Well, that was an education, if a slightly scary one. As the Mademoiselle says, rigor mortis commences 3 hours after death, and it starts in the jaw.
Does it? Why? Why specifically the jaw?
I don't know.
I see. So that's why you wait.
I didn't know.
Maybe because the muscles are really like these are tendons, I think, here. Like, that keep the jaw, like, in place. I think they're tendons. So maybe that's, like, the easiest, like, it's the most... And, like, because the jaw is, like, technically, like, the muscles attach the jaw to the skull.
Guess so.
So that... I don't know.
I've heard of rigor mortis, and I've heard that whole description. I've never heard that the jaw is what goes first.
Yeah, I never heard that either. The most powerful muscle in your body? Well, the jaw is not a muscle. I guess it's a muscle?
I don't know what the most powerful muscle in your body is.
Your bite is the strongest, I think. Or, I'm not sure. Technically, it's the heart, but...
Yeah.
Technically,
I can imagine that. Because it has to go constantly.
Yeah.
Or at least, hopefully, it goes constantly. You might not last long otherwise.
Before that time, the mouth falls open, and it's very difficult to do my work. Ugh, it's getting hard for me to do my work with all this talk of corpses. I wonder about the information the court's just heard from Madame Dispels. I believe we say, wait, it's significant.
Yeah, I think it's pretty significant to know the time zone of death. Time.
The information about rigor mortis that you just shared with us. Would you mind including it in your formal testimony? I believe it could be significant, you see.
If they're swapping bodies, like, if this... I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Of course. I do not mind at all. I can't help feeling that after that latest topic, the atmosphere in the courtroom has become extremely grave.
No.
Ma'am.
No. Sasato. Go back to Japan.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Bad. That is bad, Sasato. Oh,
man,
my God.
She's learning the way of the English with the puns.
I love it. I actually love it.
This is no time for jokes, Miss Sasato.
It's great.
Malcolm, hardly amend your testimony as discussed and never make a joke like that again in my courtroom.
That was not me who made the joke, sir.
I know, I'm talking to the other she.
Okay,
That bee over there.
Let me see the court record. Let me look at the autopsy again, even though it's not going to be much. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight, 17th June. So it would... She would have been there between any time before 3 a.m.
Didn't she say dawn was approaching?
Yeah, and I think in her last statement, as dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be discovered.
If it was
So is
dawn,
this where
if
we
dawn was
present, like, wait.
if dawn's approaching, then that doesn't make any sense to her timeline.
Do we present or press here?
We gotta present.
And then do we present killer autopsy?
Let me look. Yep, it's gotta be the autopsy.
Objection.
Because if it's like,
No.
it says press statement 4. Oh, it's the wrong one, is it? Is that what it says? The new statement 4, present killer's autopsy report.
Oh, fuck. Ignore all this. Ignore all this. Ignore it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Pretend not to see.
Look away from the stream.
Look away. Look away. There's
from
nothing
the
there.
stream.
Look at my stream schedule instead.
Okay, so if it's not that one, then it's the
So
new
it's
one.
it's newly statement 4. Okay.
On the new
So
statement.
I pressed statement 5. That was my mistake.
Apologize. On the new statement 4, present the killer's
Yolf
autopsy
is the more
report.
responsible mod with the brain cell.
Objection.
There we go. Wait, what did my mom... Hold on, sorry. My mom sent me like 8 messages at once. I need to see what this... What is this? Hold on. Oh. Okay, it was just funny. She's packing to move, so like she's just sending me pictures. Give the brain cell to Twitch, maybe then they'll be able to make something that doesn't crap its pants every 5 minutes. I'd give you mine if I had one.
This is where I put my brain cell. If I had one.
Yeah. Madam to Spells. I have here an autopsy report that was filed 10 years ago now. It confirms the death of the professor following his execution at the gallows. And is that a problem? I believe it is, because your testimony and a particular detail in the report completely contradict one another. Quoi?
Are you going to explain yourself, my Napoleon's friend?
According to her testimony, Madame Tispels was creating her wax impression just before dawn, and at that time, rigor mortis had not yet set in. Am I correct so far, Madame?
Still feel like the previous statement would have worked.
Yeah. You are, yes. As I said, the stiffening of the jaw is the first sign of rigor mortis 2 to 3 hours after death. But the man's chin was limp, so he could not have been dead for a long time. But on the other hand, if you look at Dr. Scythe's report, it quite clearly states the following. And that this is also based off if the report is true as well. Death by hanging confirmed at midnight of 17th June.
I'm thinking that they did the same thing they did now, where they swapped out the professor that's alive with another dead person.
Ooh.
And that
So they're basically repeating the same trick.
The only difference here is that they're using a wax figure.
No.
Oh shit, Von Zieks didn't like that! If the professor did indeed die at midnight, then by the time you were sculpting his face, rigor mortis would have already have set in. Oui, yes, you are right. The chin, it would have been completely stiff. Von Zieks will remember that. In other words, this report is wrong.
Objection. No coroner makes mistakes when recording the time of death. The very idea is absurd.
Sir, have you not heard of corruption within the court?
Have you ever heard of corruption?
Have you ever heard of corruption? Actually, yeah.
There's this new thing going on called corruption. It seems
It's
to me
quite awesome. You should do it. You should
It's
do it
quite-
sometime, sir.
it's quite popular within the British government at this time.
Yeah.
Jump on the wagon of corruption. Get money today.
Yes. 877 cash now.
877 corrupt now.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior corruption? In that case, there's only one possible conclusion. The execution didn't actually take place at the stated time.
Impossible. Order! Council, this is beyond folly.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. The facts, the facts aren't facting right now. Like,
In years ago,
the math ain't mathin'.
Not only did you induct the author of the report, Dr. Scythe, but also implicated the members of the staff at Barclay Prison, where the execution took place.
Yeah, we're taking them all down. We're going down with the ship. You're all going down together.
Points the finger at the entire justice system. You're all guilty. You're
all
guilty.
guilty.
You're guilty. You're all getting a corruption.
It's like Oprah Winfrey. And you get corruption, and you get corruption. We all get corruption.
You're all getting a corruption indictment, and I'm gonna be on top of it.
Is the judge really going to call folly after the amount of deceptive shit he's seen from people that are supposedly squeaky clean in terms of their record? Yeah, really?
To be fair, this is something that was 10 years ago, so he's probably surprised that it took this long to come out.
If Santa is guilty, Christmas is canceled. You know what? That is a fair enough statement.
I don't think the judge is guilty. I think the judge is maybe like a bit ignorant.
Baffled.
Yeah, I think the judge maybe
is just here. He just works here.
I think he's a bit ignorant sometimes, but I think he's fair, and I think he wants to get the actual guilty party. I think there's many a times if he was corrupt, he could have just shut us down, but...
Yeah. Everyone gets corruption as a treat. He isn't paid enough for this bullshit. I mean, aren't we all, though? No one's paid enough, at the exception of the billionaires, though. They're paid too much.
You know the reason why he isn't paid enough is because he's not corrupt, that's why.
Yes.
That's why he's not paid enough. Objection. My learned friend appears to have overlooked one very crucial fact.
What fact?
The professor died that night, without question.
Uh-huh. He's just gonna keep holding on to this truth, ain't he? He did. Of course he did. I moved the mam's limp jaw with my own hands. I wasn't allowed to finish that.
You're such a bitch, Naruhodo.
If Santa's guilty, then he's the one getting coal in his stocking this year.
He puts
By heck, sir, we say hell in this household. Zeke's taking this personally. He's so emotional.
Of course he's taking it personally. His brother was killed by him.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the professor died that night. But what if he didn't die at the gallows?
Didn't he die? Are you insane?
Yes, a little bit. It's fine.
What exactly are you suggesting did happen in that case?
It's almost impossible to believe, but it would explain the link between Dr. Scythe and the professor and that one other person of interest. I have evidence that will explain exactly what I'm suggesting happened that night. I am waiting for that wine bottle to go yeet. I'm waiting for him to just break it over his apprentice's head at this point. That's what I'm expecting to happen. He passes out on the floor.
Present the evidence at once. The evidence allegedly explains what really happened the night of the professor's execution.
And that's where we're ending stream tonight. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, I got triggered by that. Wow, you're like, oh man, this is getting good. Let's end it here.
Well, something to look forward to next week. I don't know. Susie would have actually backseat modded and be like, no, Gray, you are not ending stream right now.
Hacks into your account, keep stream open.
Look, too much shit happens at once to me to always be aware of what's happening. I honestly forgot his brother was unalived. It was also mentioned like once. My ADHD brain ain't got room for that. It's been mentioned
fine.
a couple times, but yeah.
It's fine, Mary. I was just saying that. Like, ugh.
Alright. Evidence that allegedly explains, so now we present the newspaper.
When asked for proof of this, present the 10-year-old article.
Take that!
Been squeaking in mod chat. What happened that night is written very plainly in this newspaper article. Executed criminal returns in the dead of night at local cemetery.
You're suggesting it was a corpse coming back from the dead now?
Well, if this article is to be believed, yes. The professor, assumed dead following his execution, emerged from his grave and was killed again.
Objection!
Objection. Don't be a fool. That's simply a rumor published by the gutter press.
Can you be certain of that?
Are you serious?
The point is, as the article says, there was a witness to what happened.
My word, yes indeed.
My oui, the young man who stole into the cemetery by chance that night.
Objection!
Objection. Of course there was a witness. The story didn't write itself, but obviously the man made it all up.
Alaska would have come out.
And in any case, this was 10 years ago now. There would surely be no hope of finding him.
Objection!
On the contrary, my lord, we all know this witness well.
What?
Does no one not look at the evidence? Are we the only ones actually looking at new evidence being brought into court?
Are you suggesting, counsel, that you've identified the person in question?
Have none of y'all looked at the fucking evidence?
I don't think any of them read it. They only looked at the picture. They're like 5-year-olds.
No, because the picture clearly shows Drebber.
That you know who claims to have seen this utterly incredible events take place?
Yes, my lord. In fact, you could say that he's right here before my very eyes.
You will substantiate your claim.
Sorry.
Now then, counsel.
I actually hit my desk when I said that.
It's Drebber.
Yes, but that's Audie Asman.
Oh, yep, that's not Drebber.
Yes.
I really want to put Drebber there.
You're like, it's Drebber, and you put the finger at Audie Asman.
I just really want to make Odie Asman, like, involved, man. I'm so glad you stopped me. I would have cried.
I was like, I gotta say something.
It's
She gonna
him,
click
the dead
it.
guy.
It's him. That guy is dead. He was dead 10 years ago.
The man in question is Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Drebber? The previous witness?
The special exhibit in the House of Horrors at Madame Tuspel's Museum of Waxwork recreates the decade-old scene in great detail. The condemned criminal emerging from the grave, and beside the tomb, a young man with a lantern stumbling upon the terrifying sight. And that young man is a 10-year younger Mr. Enoch Drebber. Judge, you claim to have seen the exhibit, but like you can't like.
It was dark.
Yeah, but also like if you're not technically supposed to walk inside the exhibit, Drebber is like his back is to you, so you wouldn't have seen his face.
I mean, even whenever we were looking at the cutscene, like they made it incredibly difficult to look at his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Order, order, order! Surely not, counsel. Drebber was there, in Lowgate Cemetery.
Oh god, he's about to fuck someone up. What is all this talk about, Mr. Drebber? Is the name significant? Ma'am. Of course, Madame Tuspel doesn't know, does she? Yes, it's extremely significant, Madame. To your situation as well, in fact. What situation? The theft of the Professor waxwork from your museum some days ago was perpetrated by the very same man. No. But that would mean... Okay, but I do want to give Lord Van a hug. Yeah, I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. Because he's probably feeling so... He probably wants to say so many things, but he has to maintain his composure because he's the prosecuting attorney. I feel so bad for him.
Madam Tispels. It would appear you know the name Enoch Drebber.
Oui, yes, I know it. But from long ago in the past. What? Oh my!
We were lovers.
Good gracious. Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Yes, yes, of course. The story of the young man and the terrible sight he witnessed in the cemetery 10 years ago was published in every single newspaper in London and throughout Great Britain. However, in all of the articles, the witness was simply described as a certain young man. No details were published about his identity. His name was never revealed. That is, apart from one newspaper. The Daily Circus is the paper from which comes the article I have already shown the court. You're saying that his full name was only publicized in that article?
Goodness me, yes, here it is. The university student who experienced this shocking event is Enoch Drebber. A disciple of science at the University of London and a resident of its student dorms.
Unbelievable. When I read the article, I went to meet with the man. His discovery of the condemned criminal coming back to life in the cemetery in the dead of night would make a perfect exhibit for my House of Horrors, whether it was true or not.
I see, so you went to meet Drebber in order to sculpt a waxwork of the man, did you?
Exactement. He was studying science at the University of London in those days. He was just a poor student. I paid him £5 to model for the waxwork, and since that time, it has been in my museum to recreate the scene of terror from the cemetery. So, 10 years ago, the young man appealed to the public about an extraordinary event he witnessed. A criminal who had been put to death, re-emerging from his grave in the middle of the night. But the public treated his claim as nothing more than an amusing anecdote that was soon forgotten. 10 years later, the same man steals a waxwork model of the executed criminal, ostensibly to use as a body double for the victim in the case we're discussing here today, even though the waxwork's build is a poor match for the victim and its face is obscured by a mask. So the question is, why would the man do such a thing? Still, shit, I think your theory of Drebber having the photo might be true. Yeah. Because why wouldn't you take a photo?
Have the camera right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You could use it later.
Exactly. Which brings us to 3 days ago when the birdcage crashed into Crystal Tower. If the birdcage had in fact contained not the body of Mr. Asmund, but that same waxwork, the coroner from Scotland Yard who investigated Dr. Scythe would have noticed immediately. And yet she submitted this autopsy report for the victim, which the court has seen earlier. Why?
Because the waxwork was that of the professor. Is that what you're saying?
Dr. Scythe put her name to a document confirming the death of a condemned criminal who was still alive. A criminal whose apparent resurrection was witnessed by Mr. Drebber. But that misconduct was a deadly secret the coroner would do anything to protect. Oh, so they must have made a pact. Like, you don't say shit. You don't say anything about when this occurred. Which precisely why Mr. Drebber used that particular waxwork as the body double. Wait, I don't follow. My lord, this court must summon Dr. Scythe to the stand. The defense is determined to find out exactly how the coroner and Mr. Drebber are connected.
But according to the miss I received this morning through the prosecutor's office, Dr. Scythe is unable to participate in these proceedings. Is that not the case?
Watch Fanzix be like, nah, bring her in. I don't care if I get fired, bring her in. She told us so herself, didn't she? This is a flashback, I'm not gonna reread this.
Armor Zeke must be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it. The Pandora's box warning about Professor Case.
But she didn't say that we as the defense couldn't summon her.
You have no right as defense.
Something happened on the night of that killer's execution 10 years ago. Yeah, because the article said there's he was shot. Like, the gunshot rang out. And surely nobody would want to get to the bottom of that more than Lord Von Zeeks.
On Lord Von Zeeks. The prosecution calls for the instructions in the missive to be scrapped.
Yeah! Go Von Zeeks! You got this, King!
But Lord Von Zeeks, the missive was issued from Chief Justice's office.
Spider, I appreciate the lurk. Thank you. Thank you, friend.
Objection. The assigned prosecutor has the final say on policy in any particular trial.
We love this man.
In other words, me.
We love him right now. Yes.
Let Enoch Drebber and Dr. Scythe both take the stand together.
Oh, fuck yeah. Do you know how long the rest of this is? I'm assuming not too long to finish tonight.
Probably. We still got
Okay.
at least 2 testimonies.
Yeah, we'll probably...
Then what really happened, then the aftermath, and then a spoiler.
Okay, yeah, we'll stop here. I think this is a good place to stop, like, right before she gets brought in. Yeah, we'll save that for next week.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, friends. We're not gonna be able to finish it tonight. But cannot wait for next week. This is why I love Trial, because especially as we get towards the end of Trial and shit is popping off, and Von Zeeks is popping off, like, that's the best part of it all. Spider, welcome back. Oh, God. Okay.
I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah, I hope y'all had fun with it. I definitely had fun. Let me see who is live.
Exciting times ahead. Everyone hydrated?
Oh, who did hydrate? Spider did hydrate. Yeah, no problem, Brendan. We're gonna go raid out shortly. So you're welcome to stick along for the raid. I just need to figure out who we're raiding to exactly first. And again, thank you, my mods, for finding me some raid targets. But yeah, what do you think, Grant, of what's gonna take place?
What do I think is gonna? I mean, I think we're gonna convict Scythe for being a corrupt bitch that probably killed the professor, or not the professor, the Asman. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think. I really hope we get to see who's behind the mask. I really hope we do.
I think we're probably gonna find out. My question is what are they gonna look like?
Yeah, I wonder, like, because if...
Is it somebody we know?
Yeah, is it somebody we know? Is it, like, because, like, unless if the guy, like, died, because, like, he got shot, right? So he was allegedly hanged, then came back from the dead because he wasn't actually dead, and then was shot. So I'm very curious to know what's going to happen.
I think the professor is still alive.
I kind of think so too, but like we'll see because the article did say like the person was shot, or like the character was shot. So we shall see. But yeah, it's very curious. Very interesting to know. But yeah, we'll find out next week. So I'm very excited for next week. And then after that, we'll figure out what we're doing for the holidays because my mom is coming up for Christmas. She's coming for a couple days. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not sure yet. And we'll have to see what Grant's schedule is going to be like as well. But here is the upcoming schedule for this week. Sunday is going to be the finale of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Then Monday is going to be Chapter 2 of Alan Wake. Thursday will be continuing Mass Effect, and then Saturday will be the conclusion of this trial. Yay! All of the things. So we are going to go right out to It's Ian Watson, who is a wonderful Queer Eye streamer here on Twitch who is playing some Harvest Moon 64. And he says that it's playing his favorite game of all time. So let's go see what he's up to on his channel and give him some love. I love Ian very, very much. I don't get to pop into his streams often because he streams very late in my time zone. But we'll go hang out with him. And again, thank you, Grant, for helping me with voice acting and helping with being the voice of reason.
Of course, I enjoy just like being here and talking and hanging out.
Yeah, we enjoy having you.
Enjoy seeing.
Again,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just enjoy everyone being, happy to see everyone and providing silly voices. So.
Yes. I appreciate you all spending your time with us tonight. It always means a lot. And we're gonna go show Ian some love. I will see you all on Sunday. So tomorrow night with the finale of Hellblade. Then the Sunday after that will be our end of the year stream. End of the year recap, and then trivia night. So I hope to see you all there for trivia night. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited to show y'all what it's gonna be like. I'm so excited. I've been waiting months to show y'all. But with that, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope y'all have a good rest of your Saturday and a good relaxing Sunday. And I will see you then. If you love what Ian's up to on his channel, please drop a follow and send him all my love. My name is Aaron Gray, Queer Eye Twitch streamer, signing off.